Guess what, chat? Stay with me. Guess what, chat? It got worse. Yep, that's right. It got worse. It always does, man. It always does. Every time I take days off, shit gets worse. Oh my God. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to Subathon Day 266. My God. Wow, right over my face. Okay, fine. You know, it's not like anybody was like looking at my face or anything. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care, chat. This is fine. This is fine. Wow, just interrupt me, chat. You know it's time for the tea. It's always time for the tea. Oh no, what did Vshojo do this time? They're ripping and fucking tearing. That's what they're doing. Oh. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How are you? Hello, wake the fuck up. What it is? Damn it. No, put the photographs away. I don't want to look at this.
Because I photographed a photograph. So many photographs. Makes me want to take a photograph. I should probably hang that photograph next to my photo of a photograph.
I will end you, chat.
You know, Dear Art was speaking for me right there. Dear Art, repeat that.
I will end you, chat.
Yeah, see, yeah, I agree. End them immediately. The one time we hear anything about Adora, it seems like she makes this situation a bit more awkward than it already is. Yes, literally, Scorched Earth chat. We're gonna talk about today. The updates on the Vshojo. Alright, see you later, guys. Bye. Wow, I didn't already know it was over. Shit. Yo, what's up, vlog? Good morning. How are you? Happy Sunday, guys. Subathon Day 266. I got some news, chat. The Subathon, it's over. It's over, chat. There's only 7 hours left. I've won! Yes, I've won finally. The timer is single digit. I did it. I did it. It's going to be over soon. All my pain and suffering. Ow, that's not very nice. Did Elara rig you laugh and lose? Bro, you guys are just not funny. It's not my fault. You guys are so unfunny. Time to play the game.
Time to play the game.
I love this guy. He's so cool. Yo, Gotcha, thank you so much for the subby wubby. I appreciate you. Just like chat, you are now a subby wubby. Thank you so much. Yeah, when is chat really funny? Let's be real. No, I didn't rig it. You guys just suck. You're not funny. It's okay. You're cringe. You're gonna win it there. I cringe, I lose, okay? You're gonna win it that one. You just weren't meant to win this one. God damn it. How did you do that? How did you time that? That was incredible. What the fuck? That was really good. Damn, chat felt different. All right, I see you. Well, guys, hope you're doing absolutely amazing today. We're going to be discussing, of course, this guy dancing on the screen. I'm also going to be, God damn it. No. Fachi, thank you for the 5 gifted subbies. You get 1 wheel spin. Jesus Christ, guys. What are you? Yes! Phoenix, how are you? Let's go! You also get nothing! Nothing, Fachi! Nothing! Hello, Raiders. This is a very, very normal stream. Very average, not chaotic at all. Everything is very, very normal right now. Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to this stream. It's great to see all of you. My name is Elara, Heavy Metal Elf, and today we're going to be reporting on some vtuber news. How was your stream, cutie? I guess we should roll the raid video. What do you think, chat? Yeah, should we roll the raid video? What do y'all think? You know, let's do it. Let's roll the raid video, guys. Let's go. What the fuck is Spider-Man doing? What is going on? Yeah, you know, I mean, if you take a look, he does kind of look that way, huh? He's really working overtime today.
Give subs during September.
Oh my god.
Help us keep Elara here forever. For the subathon will never
Spider-Man
end.
got this, Spider-Man got this. What's up? Thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate you. How was your stream, cutie? What'd you do today? I hope you had a really, really good one. We literally just started. We're gonna be talking about VTuber news, and it's not just cricket. It's gonna be lots of fun. Big trust, big trust.
You will not escape us.
No, I'm escaping. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You guys watch. I'm getting out of here, chat. It's going to happen. But you're not gonna stop me. There's only 7 hours left. I'm getting out of here, chat. I'm getting out of here. It's gonna happen. Damn it, Pachi. Pachi, thank you for the 5 gifted fuck. Okay, well look, your wheel spin is gonna. I cast. Rig your wheel spin. Oh my god, no, you're totally good, sweetheart. Please, more than happy to take care of your community. Okay, please. Go do what you gotta do, okay? I appreciate your raid. What the fuck is this? Okay, that's rigged. That's not fair. That's not fair. All right, we got some Takahata updates. Yes, today we're gonna be talking about Vshojo. We're also gonna be talking about Takahata. We're also gonna be talking about Wactor. And here's your thigh slap. Here you go, guys. Ow. Ow. Okay, all right. That was a pity one. That was a pity spin, chat. That was a Schmeedy. Now, Wactor is still suing their former talents, and unfortunately, they actually ended up winning. We are going to talk about the Chibidoki situation. I'm going to be honest. I think it's a nothing burger. I think that a lot of people just like to cause issues over old stuff. It's really a nothing burger, but we're going to talk about that. Let me look at myself. We're also going to talk about Bao getting banned. We're also going to talk about some stuff going on. A lot of things going on in the indie VTuber space. After the Cinder drama, Shy Lily became Big Boss. Shy Lily is fine. There is nothing going to happen to her. She is totally good. Lots of updates actually we need just Sanji. What the fuck? Also going to talk about HoloLive stuff to happen. Follow-ups to the concert with the AI. All kinds of things. Yeah, timer updated. Yeah. It update. The first I've heard of the Chibi situation. It's basically a nothing burger. You know, it's people just being jerks. So I just thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate you. Sorry, Laura Beach will need to catch them on. All right, have a good one, Misa. Yeah, so much going on. Well, I missed my midweek news because of course I was taking my break. So absolute craziness that I missed. A lot of stuff. We're gonna talk about new stuff, information about Takahata. I have some words to tell you on that one. We also, of course, got to talk about things going on with Vshojo, the Mountain Dew document, as well as a bunch of updates from Ichimochi V. A lot going on within the old Vshojo space. But most importantly, we are going to talk about everything going on with Adora, or at least Adora's last message before they peaced out. Again, just scorched earth, chat. Really shitty way to kind of treat this situation. But again, we'll talk about it in great detail. So yeah, oh boy. Yeah, that's so true. It's a big oh boy. Oh god, I saw Legal's breakdown of the doc. Yeah, I'm very interested to take a look at it. Just because like it gives us a little bit of information, but it doesn't really address the big problems that I had. You know what I mean? It really did not address the big issues that I had. So I'm not really sure exactly like what the thought process was with this whole thing, but it definitely does not really tell us much about anything. So at least the parts that I was really concerned about, right? Because the big question on everybody's mind with Mount Doom was, you know, are you going to address the sex pest allegations? Or are you going to address the you know, just being a shitty person talking behind the talent's backs? Are you gonna address that? Of course, they didn't address that, right? But there is a lot of legal stuff, so we're gonna look at Legal Mindset's video about it, because he does have a lot to kind of add to it that I don't know, so he's the best person to go to. Somebody did the Dog Gun community note he did. He didn't even respond to it, exactly. And that's what's so fucked up, because he said some really messed up things and didn't really do that. He just wanted to clear his name, quote unquote, professionally, and then he's like, okay, but it doesn't matter, you know, I had nothing to do with the money, so la. Nah, he's a bad person, we all know it. I've seen a reason most why Adorna seems to empty. We're gonna talk about it, Kinji, because I have things to say about it. I have a lot of things to say about it. But I think it was completely unnecessary. At the end of the day, why was it posted, Kinji? It wasn't needed to be. It was completely necessary to even add that right now. So that definitely upset me to see that post, but am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised. Not at all. I'm here for your POV, Elara. I appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for that level 4 hype train this morning. I really do appreciate you. Just a reminder, guys, we do hit level 10 hype trains. You get an hour added. If we hit level 15, to get 2 hours added on top of the hour that you already hit for 10. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. I don't know, guys. We are getting close to adding 24 hours. We might get there, but I'm telling you, chat, this subathon's ending. I'm gonna get the timer to 0. Mark my words. And somebody's gonna win that $1,000. I'm gonna be very excited for you. What's up, Dr. Stein? How are you? Good morning. Welcome in. We're just yapping a little bit. Oh my god, so last night, Mia came back from in Japan. And we were talking like a bunch about stuff. Apparently she saw like a bunch of people, had a bunch of people, stuff like that. But September starts in 12 hours. September's already started, Demon Beef. Yeah, it's already started. But she was telling me she met a lot of people. And although you need to start mentioning about this some of the idiots that you're in San Japan. Yo, let's go. I hope that you went to the tuber booth. Actually, it looks really good. Do you guys want to see it? Do you guys want to see the tuber booth? I'll show it to you guys. Aya did such a good job. But anyway, I was talking to her about the people that she met, and apparently this person came by the apparently they came by her booth and was like, they looked at my model and they're like, damn, she's hot, and then walked away. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get, chat. There's so much shit there I think I didn't. Yeah, we are we're over by like the really, really big hat place. Oh yeah, Chibi. I know Chibi's like big cutout was there. That was super cool. So many people were there. Let's see. K-san was there. I think Evanito was there too. So many people were there. So it looked like a good time. I'm really sad I couldn't make it, but I know that Aya's kicking butt. Yeah, she's been kicking butt, working super hard every single day at the booth. So if you guys are at San Japan, we do have some last minute deals going on. If you want to grab some stuff, I mean, there's some stuff. No, San Japan's been around for a while. As far as I remember. Hold on. Yeah, let me look. Yeah, San Japan started in 2005. It's been around for 20 years. Look at people spray Yomi with a host for not taking a break. I saw the art. No, 2005. Yeah, 2005. But it's been really great to see all the awesome people come up and kind of support everything. But what I really enjoy about it the most is like, there's people that really appreciate like some of the smaller VTubers, so like the merch we have. That makes my heart really happy to see everybody like super pumped about all of the VTubers here, right? Because we're one of the few VTuber booths, right? It's mostly like an anime convention. So to see people like really excited about VTubers makes my heart really happy. So what's up, Mask? How are you? Good morning. I got my Vietnamese coffee today, chat. I'm set. I'm so pumped. I'm good today. I got coffee, my favorite coffee. We're gonna have a good news segment today. Yeah, no, True Timber booth is there today. I'll show you. Here, let me show you a video really quick. Yeah, here's how everything looks. No, we haven't started, right? You're good. Yeah, we haven't started yet. How strong is it? Oh, it's so strong. It's hyper strong, bro. That's why I love it, because it's like super espresso with condensed milk. Yep, we had a cut out of me and Chunky. And I like to do stuff to Chunky's cut out, but don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. And we got all kinds of plushies, all kinds of awesome stuff. Pretty cool. So that is our booth, chat. Yeah, please go. If you're in St. Japan, go check it out. I mean, still have some docus, some my stuff left.
Also,
we have
2 days ago,
lots of
One Step Closer by Linkin Park
acrylics.
turned 25 years old.
And that's
07
crazy.
For Chester,
That's
Elara
crazy
Cry.
that you're that old. To think about that you're 25 years old. I mean, even like you think about Slipknot, right? They're 25 years old, technically 26. So like, man, my bones hurt just thinking about that. Yeah, exactly, Tuxedo. My bones fucking hurt thinking about that. So chat, today we are gonna open up talking about some issues like some bans and suspensions, and then we will also hop into debuts, graduations, all that stuff, and then we'll hop into our big stories. So I think I normally wait about 30 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop into it since we have a lot of ground to cover today. So everybody do me a favor and type news. Let's get right into it, guys. Me over here for a month and I'm half away from 37. Old. Imagine being old. I'm about to turn 25 in like a little over a month. I'm wasting away out here, guys. I'm wasting away. So first up, I do want to talk about bans and suspensions, as well as YouTube issues. And unfortunately, guys, we actually were talking about Nini not too long ago, Nini Amano. Well, guys, Nini Amano actually was suspended from Twitch. Based on review of your activity or content, we've issued a global suspension of your account. As a result, your access to Twitch services is temporarily restricted. Well, luckily, guys, Nini's account was restored within 24 hours. So, good ending here. But it's kind of crazy that, like, to put this in perspective for all of you, imagine that you were a streamer, right? You do this full time. This is how you make your living. And then all of a sudden, you get banned for 24 hours, right? So you just lost 24 hours of revenue, right? You lost a whole stream where you were making money that you used to support yourself. So, I mean, I know a lot of people don't think this is a big deal, but to me, I think it's a big deal. One whole day of losing anything going on stream is a big fucking deal, at least to me. So, luckily she's back. Yeah, people call it the promo ban, but either way, Daniel, I think that's fucked up, I think it was just like false reports, maybe. I don't know, but it is very wild that they're just gonna ban you for a day. Like, at any point, they're just like, oh, guess what? Boop, you're banned. Really sucks. In other news, guys, about actually getting banned over on TikTok. What's up, Calvin? How are you? That is right. Bao logging in. Of course, it says your account was permanently banned. Hey, in all fashion of TikTok. Look, guys, I really hate TikTok and everything TikTok stands for. They fucked me up really bad before. So I'm not a TikTok fan. Luckily, though, again, we have a really good ending on this one, chat. A good ending. Her account was ultimately restored. So, Vince, thank you so much. I appreciate all your support for 26 months. Thank you. You get Denting Skelly. Denting Skelly. TikTok is the devil. It is the devil. I fucking hate TikTok. You guys know that, though. So anyway, Bao unfortunately was restored back on her TikTok. So that is really, really good to see. So at least a good ending here. You got banned like 2 times here. Yeah, so the worst one, pal, was I had an account that had over 100,000 followers. It got banned and they took my money. I had about $500 worth of money in there and I never got paid out for it. Yeah, so then they gave me, I got another account I started, and now I got banned for no reason. And then I came back and I started a new one, and it's never been the same. Yeah, TikTok is horrible. In other news, guys, K-Chan is having a lot of issues as well. YouTube has apparently an exploit right now that people can take advantage of. So, Tiara, why don't you tell us what's going on?
YouTube is dodging responsibility and ignoring a serious issue. There's a loophole in their donation system that lets bad actors abuse it to destroy vtuber/YouTuber channels. I'm a victim.
That's horrible.
My channel was terminated despite never breaking the rules.
That's crazy. So let's see exactly what happened, because that's a pretty serious allegation,
Everything happened on May 30th. A viewer named Caddy donated 5 million VND to me through Super Chat. However, this person exploited a platform loophole to request a refund, something that, according to YouTube's own rules, should not even be possible.
Yeah, okay, so I'm starting to get the picture now. Somebody taking advantage of the donation system, right? So you see they donated this insane amount of money, and then of course they requested a refund, which again, even in Twitch, they say that you're not supposed to be able to do that. But that's not real, like, when it comes to actual practicality.
Negative, which made my channel appear suspicious in terms of income, as if I were engaging in fraudulent activity. Because of this, I received a strike from YouTube and my monetization was disabled.
Oh my god, that's horrible. No! Oh my god. Fraudulent, bro, so somebody could basically just like donate to you, get a refund, and it will basically flag your account as fraudulent. That is really fucked up. Wow, I didn't even realize that.
I went live to confront the perpetrator, a viewer named Caddy who donated 5 million VND.
That's crazy.
He admitted using a refund exploit on YouTube and getting the money back. He lost nothing, yet gained clout for a fake generous donation. This loophole is real and dangerous.
Why not add another 5 million? Again, they're talking like to the people right here. Warning from Google about their fraudulent behavior. There's a photo, of course, provided from before. And they have a refund history. He refunded all donations. So this person literally goes and donates and refunds all of their donations. Wow. That is super fucked up. That is super fucked up. Can they do that to charity streams? Maybe. I know some people have done that before, Satan. I've seen people do those fraudulent things on not just like this, but also charity as well. And that's even double fucked up.
I sent a second appeal to YouTube, this time with solid evidence, unlike my first one. I hoped they'd actually review it, but just 40 minutes after working hours, I got the same response.
Hate YouTube
you
sometimes.
violated our policy. We're upholding our original decision. That's it.
I really hate YouTube sometimes. Like, it's really insane to me that people can take advantage of somebody's channel like this, and get away with it, right? And they actually don't even look into what's really going on, you know? That is crazy. So then they went to X, which was smart. Guys, I will tell you, if you've ever had an issue with YouTube or any social media platform, literally go to Twitter and at them. Sadly, that is the best way to get a hold of them. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it's actually very true.
After that, I made a post on X calling on the YouTube team to give me a clear answer regarding this incident, as well as to clear my name. The YouTube team then told me to continue contacting YouTube support, claiming that the support team would help me resolve the issue.
Which of course they're not, right? This is just like an automated response, or they're just like, oh yeah, like if you're already talking to them, you know, you're doing everything possible, which is not the case. They told me the same shit. They're like, oh, we'll just keep talking to them. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to those people because they're not helpful. I want somebody that can help me. Craziness.
I kept appealing to YouTube support, just trying to reclaim my rights. But
Right,
instead, they permanently deleted my channel. Their reason? Circumventing the system by sending too many appeals. I did nothing wrong. I was just
that is
fighting
so
for
fucked
what's
up.
fair.
Shallowly Reba said there's more evidence regarding this Cindy situation. Well, there is more evidence, JJ. There is more stuff, but that's not our story to tell. Yeah, that's not our story to tell. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely more stuff out there, but again, it's not my place to tell anybody that. There's a lot of situations where it's not my place to share information, right? Yeah, so again, they're like, oh, you're violating our policy. You're trying to circumvent. So we removed your channel from YouTube. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I contacted the Vietnamese vtuber community and
That's
found
good.
that Caddy had
That's
used
good.
the same trick on other channels. One example
absolutely,
is
Satan.
102.
That
He also
happens.
lost monetization. After reporting
That's
Caddy and his
crazy.
appeal, YouTube restored his monetization. In my case, my channel was deleted.
So basically what they did was, in this other person's case, they did get their channel back, but obviously here with K-Chan, they got the worst possible outcome of this situation, right? Which again is absolutely insane for somebody to scam you out of a donation already, and then get away with it and get your channel banned. Like, bro, come on.
In a live
That's
stream
crazy.
with VTuber Cine, Caddy admitted faking donations using YouTube's refund loophole
Oh
to
my
gain
God.
trust. He also sold fake YouTube premium and memberships via fake IPs at cheaper prices, and
That
signed a
is
paper
insane.
admitting it
Bro,
all.
what the fuck? This person admitted to doing this and making fake memberships with fake IPs and cheaper. What the fuck? Bro, this is wild. What the fuck is going on? Really quick though, I do want to remind all of you that, guys, we're not here to talk about Cinder. And JJ, I'm gonna say this one more time. The Cinder stuff is dead, bro. We're not here to talk about Cinder. Nobody cares about talking about Cinder anymore. Like, it's over. It's long and over. Like, stop beating the dead horse, you know? Like, let it lie. I'm heartbroken the last one. Now my channel is my dream. Hard work, my connection to fans, all gone because one person abusing this system. Someone I even think for a fake donation. Please, I just want my channel back. I can keep doing what I love. And of course, on a very serious matter, appreciate you sharing all these details. Our teams are looking deeper into this situation. We see you deemed to follow up. Let's see if there's stuff Doesn't look like it was restored yet, chat. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was restored yet. So, guys, if you could do me a favor, maybe share this around. Give it a retweet. Maybe talk about it a little bit more. At Team YouTube, let's try and help this person get their channel back. Oh, I'm sorry, I posted something up there before that. There's the good link. Let's see if we can help them. Because that is just absolutely shitty. I feel so bad for them. What the fuck, YouTube? What the fuck? Hopefully their stuff gets restored, chat. I'll keep my eyes on this one for you. What's up, God King? How are you? All right, guys, let's talk about hiatuses, graduations, all that craziness. So first up, we do have a bunch of hiatuses, graduations, debuts to talk about. So first up is Leah. Leah from Face Connect is going to be taking a hiatus. We don't have any more details than that. This started back on the 27th, so I will let you know when I hear they're coming back. Big sad, I know. In other news, guys, let's also talk about Mikan Mage, who is taking an indefinite hiatus. I'm sorry, I just punched my microphone. I've been doing so good. Not punching my microphone. Mikan Mage is taking a hiatus. Despite the turmoil in both my IRL issues and my horrific experiences in the streaming space has caused me, I want you to know that I'm good. When I see a picture of you and Dante from DMC, I don't know. Are you talking about from the con? Yeah, I was gonna say there's somebody from the con that was dressed up in Dante stuff. Is that what you're talking about? So it sounds like they've been having some issues and they want to, step away for a bit, which totally makes sense. So wish them all the best. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just talk a lot with my hands. I can't help it. In other news, guys, I also want to check in here with Honeycat. And Honeycat, of course, is also taking a hiatus.
I was looking down at my phone a second and heard you say, "Let's look at Mikan," and my head snapped up so goddamn fast in panic.
That's funny. Honey goes on to say, streaming hiatus announcement. If you haven't followed me for a while, you're already aware of my scarcity in streaming over the past year. But with con season ending along with summer break, I figured it only be fair to officialize my hiatus with an announcement to make sure we're all on the same page and whatnot. So hopefully we will see them very soon. But again, another person on hiatus. Okay, kiss the mic again. Mwah. Feel better, Mike Kuhn. You're doing great. In other news, we're also going to talk here about Night Vulpus, who says, streaming hiatus. I've lost a few family members the past few years, but this one is going to hit me the most. So for a while, they're going to be on a streaming hiatus, obviously with the family issues going on. I appreciate your understanding. I'll continue. RSR has always been my go-to for escape and keeping my mind on things. So please, guys, send them some good vibes, and hopefully things improve in their life. But Night Vulpus will be on hiatus. In other news, guys, we're also going to talk about some upcoming graduations. Somebody did mention Ayumi. We did talk about Ayumi before. They already announced their graduation, but they did graduate officially yesterday. So, I don't have any hand cam streams planned for a while. I kind of already did a few. Yeah, I did one like earlier this year. I don't really have any plans for any other ones, but is there something you want me to do that's hand cam? Yeah, is there like a certain kind of stream you want to see? Let me know. In other news, guys, looking here at Oldsmere. Oldsmere is graduated. It says, thank you for my beloved community and friends for being me this entire journey. Sorry it took so long to announce an official graduation. It's been a hard pill to swallow. So, there it is, guys. Oldsmere is graduated. Also coming up, I am still in shock about this one, chat. You kind of lose, like you don't lose contact, but you kind of like get busy and other people go their separate ways. But yeah, Prism is graduating, guys. That is right. So her final stream is actually today. So guys, give her a lot of love. Prism is an amazing creator. I love her so much. She's been such an amazing person to me. When I first started, she's been a good friend to me. And please just give her some love. She is an amazing being. So really, really sad to see her go. Really, really sad to see her go. I know her streams are so chaotic. I love it. Also here, of course, some Aegis Link is Wyvern Heart, who is graduating. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the lovely 9 months that we were able to spend together. Your evil boss, Wyvern Heart. So, you know, they are gone, guys. Really sad to see them go. Another person leaving Aegis Link as well. Be Stooges forever. Yes, exactly. Another news, guys. So it looks like Mousy is graduating as well. I believe they're selling their model. Mal goes on to say, yes, this is what you think it is. I'm graduating. I'm so sorry to those who followed me recently and those who've been following me for a while. Thank you for the love and support you've given with Mal. So I'm like 90% sure they're selling their model. Let's go look here really quick. Yes, they are. I mean, their design is so beautiful. So, you know, might be something you're interested in. You know, go check it out, guys. Very, very cute. Very, very cute design. Dante, I think it's just because I didn't report on this Wednesday. It seems like a lot, but it's just like a week of accumulated stuff. Of course, also, guys, we have Yumnap, who is also graduating. Hi, everybody. It feels a little strange to write this out. Feels so official, but I think it's what will give me the most closure. I'll always be endlessly grateful for the chance to be part of this community for the past 5 years. However, I'll never forget the chance that's been given or the love I've received here. Love you all so much. So, Yumnap is graduating as well. Mousy, not Iron Mousy. Yeah, different Mousy. Different Mousy. This is not Mousy. Bro, Mousy graduated, you know that would be everywhere, all over the news. Yeah, that'd be a bit crazy. So guys, let's celebrate some partners here. First up, guys, we have Spooky Rose, I'm sorry, who just hit Twitch partner. Big congratulations to them on that. Again, I know that is a tough milestone, so huge congratulations to them. Also, of course, Penny Scentless also hitting Twitch partner as well. Big congratulations to them. They were here for tea time that one time. They were amazing. So big congrats to Penny on hitting Twitch partner. Yeah, exactly real. On top of that, guys, Elizabeth is also partnered. Big congratulations to them. I don't think I've ever seen Elizabeth, so nice to meet new people and kind of see them succeeding in the space. So that is awesome. Lots of claps, chat. Lots of claps. Also, of course, Rin, the jellyfish, who just came back and debuted. He is hitting that Twitch partner as well. So congratulations to Rin. Very, very cute VTuber. I went and checked her out when she debuted again. She's very, very sweet. Yo, what's up, Eldridge? How are you? Also, guys, Mirabelle hitting that YouTube partner. Congratulations to Mirabelle. Also, another person we had for beach tea time was Calamari, and Calamari also hitting Twitch partner as well. So big congrats to her. She is so sweet as well. Although we did try that cheese it and chocolate, and it's fucking gross. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. It's horrible. It's so bad. Never try it, chat. It's really bad. Cursed food combinations. We also have Camellia here, the whimsical, magical goober, who did also hit Twitch partner as well. So congratulations to them. I've heard a lot about her as well. Also, guys, we also have Sylvana also hitting Twitch partner. I'm so honored and excited and thankful. Hope that can continue to make you all proud. So again, congratulations to them. And then finally, guys, we also got to give Crony a big congratulations for getting that silver play button. Absolutely insane. So big congrats to Crony. They are super cute. I love them so much. I'm glad that we got to make some merch for them a couple months ago. So big congrats to them on getting that silver play button. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, absolutely awesome. So I did miss some debuts in a few events, guys. So I want to talk about some stuff before we talk about upcoming debuts. So first up, does look like Aki, Orange's Barnes, is hosting a speedrunning charity event called Speed Timber, or SPD for short. So let's go take a look at what's going on, chat. This looks kind of crazy.
SPD 2025 is here. For those who don't know, Speed Timber, or SPD for short, is a charity event that I run every year to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital for
That's
Cancer
super cool.
Research. Across the years of our activity, we have raised over
Yeah, this looks super
$15,000
neat.
in funds to thwart cancer.
That's
This
crazy.
year,
That's a lot
we're
of
running
money.
another SPD campaign lasting from September 1st to September 9th.
All right, so that
We
starts
have a ton
tomorrow,
of
chat.
prizes at $50 minimum donation
starts tomorrow.
being given out for you to win. Each day there will be
Those
a
are some
prize
good
raffled
prizes.
off to a
What the
lucky
fuck?
donator that could be you. This year we also have a ton of speedrunners that will be attending the event over on my main channel, Orange's Barn. Some of these runners include returning runners such as Phantom 5800 and Supersonic, as well as newcomers Cappy, Dynotech SR, Sway NC, and many, many more. Something new
Cappy's
for us
a big
over
deal.
at SPD is that we will
Yeah,
have
Cappy's
other
a big
content
deal.
creators running their own individual campaigns to support SPD. Content creators such as Ren and Yomi Quinley will also be setting aside a day or two during our week
Yeah,
to
Aki
raise money
is
for our
really great.
charity. There may be more creators who are also attending and raising funds for SPD too. SPD starts on September 1st at 12 p.m. PST each day and will end each
That's
night
awesome.
at 8 p.m. PST. We have 9 incredible days to
Everybody's
raise
like,
money for
"Yummy!
St. Jude's. So
Yummy!"
don't be late.
That's amazing. You know, I wish I was like a good speedrunner, but maybe we can do an Elden Ring speedrun. We'll see. That's awesome. Can't wait to watch this, chat. So that is starting tomorrow through the 9th. Certainly go support Aki. They are a very good bean. Very, very good bean. In other news, guys, Silvervale announced their birthday concert. Now, I want to preface this by telling you that I'm going to show you the trailer, right? So watch the trailer. I'm going to preface this by letting you know this did get delayed till today. Yeah, so it didn't take place yesterday. It got delayed to today. This looks kind of crazy. Like, a concert for your birthday? That's wild. I love it. Yeah, it looks super, super cool. Again, this did get delayed because Silvervale said there was, like, tech issues or something going on. Yeah, there's some technical difficulties with the concert. Might have to delay for a few hours or postpone until tomorrow. And of course, he's moving the concert at the same time tomorrow, so totally makes sense. So, yo, Hero, what's up? How are you? Welcome in, Raiders! Hi, everybody. Hi, Hero. Welcome in, Kitty. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. My name is Elara, Heavy Metal, and today we are talking a little bit of VTuber news. We're talking about events and all other fun stuff like that. Also, some stuff that I did miss, chat. Yes, I missed things. It happens. That is right. Zentria, Vexoria, Fruit, and Pumpkin all did an event yesterday where they were raising money while playing D&D for Make-A-Wish Foundation, which, I'm really sad I wasn't able to tune in for this. I finally liked the Final Night Rainbow. Let's go! Congratulations! Yeah, that's tough work, Kira. But I'm proud of you. Good job. You got this. You got this. And they ended up raising $31,000, chat. Huge congratulations to them on a fantastic, fantastic special event. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, yesterday was just so busy. I just, I didn't have time. On top of that, guys, we also had Fantasia, which is a huge event that went down. It was a charity concert. Most notably, though, even though Mia's graduated, she actually was there at that concert. So certainly go check that out. That was actually over on Umi's channel if you want to go and watch that. I think it was really cool. On top of that, guys, Parrot Fortune also debuted his brand new model. That is right. So Parrot has a brand new model where he is the parrot piloting the cute VTuber mech here. So we're gonna be hanging out with Parrot on Wednesday and just yapping up a little bit. So yep, this is a brand new model. Looks really, really good. I mean, he's got like dog keep, you know, all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, it's a really good looking model. They did a really good job on it. He showed it to me like months ago, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gorgeous. So, yeah, he's pulling the Ratatouille on this one, but there is, of course, new model as well as here's the art, the rigging, and Nikto actually did the music. So, yeah, $200 for the bundle is actually really good. So go support him, and we'll see him on Wednesday, guys. Yeah, he's awesome. We love him so much. Speaking of missed debuts, guys, I missed a lot. I missed a lot of debuts, so let's talk about it. First up here is Tori. Tori debuted her brand new model, and let's go take a look at it. And I think that you are going to be blown away by this toggle.
It's coming. It's a coming. My pretty side! Oh my god! Ah! It hurts! Oh my god!
I love that. I love that so much. That is insane, bro. I love that. Bro, that is so good. I love toggles like that. It's a crazy toggle. Absolutely love it so much. So good. Another debut that we missed, guys, was of course Katie's new DB model. I did miss this one. Take a look at it. It's very cute. Very cute. And the little dino outfit. That's so adorable. Literally watch your head. The final toggle, it gets me so good. Of course, also, guys, we did have all of the Neoporte girlies. They debuted as well or got new outfits. Of course, we had here Komori. This is her newest one here. We also have Uraha. Uraha also debuted her brand new outfit as well. I like the hair accessories, super cute. And then last but not least, of course, it's Shirayuki who debuted their new outfit. So big congratulations, all three of them. Very cute. I like the crown on that one. The wings and everything does look good. Yeah, exactly. They're really ready for the winter on this one. Also, guys, Wilhelm did debut a new outfit as well. Their 2.0 called the Alchemist. Get it, chat? Alchemist? Bro, I think that's so clever. I'm not even gonna lie. That's like giant brain, like actually. Alchemist. Bro, they actually cooked on that. That's really smart. So certainly go check out and support them. They're part of Globee. Really awesome. On top of that, guys, Shondo also debuted their brand new model as well. Fallen Shadow. Tweeting out a little bit of a teaser here, a brand new beginning. This outfit is crazy. I really like it. Now, where's Edward Elric exactly? Here is Shondo's new outfit. Take a look.
Very improved Fallen Shadow rigging.
It gives me like great like Madoka Magica vibes, and I don't know. Yeah, she's got heterochromia too. Yeah, it really gives me like Madoka Magica vibes. I'm all about it. I really like it. Yeah, right. She has the vibe sword, like actually.
But don't get too distracted yet. Look at my hat.
Yeah, they did a really good job on the rigging. They did a really good job on the rigging. So there you go, guys. There's Shondo's brand new outfit. I'm going to delete some tabs. Another one that I missed, chat, was Demi. Actually, Demi debuted their brand new chibi model. Let's take a look at that one. I miss so much. Literally, anytime I take time off, I always miss something. And here is Demi's brand new chibi model. Punt. Immediately you're just like, punt it. Bro, that's horrible. That's horrible. Also, guys, of course, most notably was Tricky's brand new model. And it looks incredible, guys. Of course, Vexler tuning up, thinking how beautiful she is. I'm feral. Here's Tricky's new model. It is the alien model, I believe that she calls it. It looks so good. Yeah, oh my god, it looks amazing. I'd say, of course, I love her. Congrats on your debut, Tricky. Creepy, also tuning out as well. Yeah, the alien heartbeat. Oh my god, look at my Oshi. She's so heckin' cool. And here's some pictures, of course, of Tricky's debut. Looking awesome. I love the different eyes. So, you know, Diariku was the one that cooked on this. Let's go take a look at their trailer. Or, of course, Dia was the one that did this, right? Alien Queen Showcase. One of the most fun models I've made so far. The aliens are always real. Bro, I believe in aliens now. Or at least I want to. Bro, I love this model. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I really like this short hair. You can just tell it's Dia's art, and like, God, every time you see it, I'm like, oh my god, Dia just cooked. I love the fucking xenomorph flex. That's great. It's like Harpy-esque, but it's still like an alien, you know? Like, they did a really good job on that. Bro, that looks so 3D. That's crazy. That's actually crazy how 3D like that looks. You know, Tyrese, I will never commission Dia. Any reason for that is just because I love my papa. I don't think I could ever change artists. I really don't think so. I don't think I could do it. I was thinking 4Ds. A 4D's nuts! But yeah, no, I love my papa. I'm very happy with my art. I mean, like, I don't let people have like a dream artist and stuff, and I think that's great, right? But I don't know. I love my papa. My papa does so well. What's up, Gray? How are you? I love that arm toggle. You couldn't do it, we had the one perfect team. Yeah, that's kind of true, huh? Oh yeah, it kind of does give like Yu-Gi-Oh kind of vibes to it, but like in a good way. I like how they move. It's very like erratic, like but in a good way, you know. I like the big tail. It just looks awesome. This is such a cool idea. Definitely in a direction I would never go, and that's why I appreciate it so much. It's just so different, you know. I really like this. Tired from so much watching. Oh, you went to PAX, nice. How was it? Yeah, it just what a great model. So I certainly go check out Tricky's channel and give her some support. In other news, guys, you know, there's this random person that's debuting a brand new model, guys. Their name is Felician Sue. I hope I said that nice. Right. But their debut is tomorrow at 10 a.m. EDT. You know, I don't really know who this is, you know, but sometimes when I eat, I get really full. You know, like, when you eat too much food, you get full. And then when you growl like a bear, you go grr. You know, like you get really full and then grr. You know, like a bear gets full and he says full grr. You know what I mean, chat? Anyway, let's take a look here at the
Death. It
Death.
comes for all things in time. Once upon a time, eons ago, I too was immortal. My time came to an end, and I let go of life, never to embrace it again.
Oh, this is sick lore, what the fuck?
The mortal spirit truly refuses to move on, and something holds them
Yeah, this
back
is
in
sick.
that previous stage of life, even after their body has long since stopped living.
Lore!
That lost soul is no longer
Let me hear it, chat,
around,
lore!
nor can it cross over to what lies beyond. Trapped between the land of the living and the realm of the dead, it calls out for help, unbeknownst to those around it. That is when I step in.
I mean, it seems pretty
The lost
badass,
soul's
so
bonds
I can't
the
wait to
living
see it.
world must be severed from another realm. Oh, pitiful soul, weighed down by a life of resentment, would you share this burden with me?
Yo. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm undead anyways, so I'm dead inside. What's the difference? Can you totally made this trailer? I love this. Again, chat, when I'm telling you, when a bear is full, right? And a bear eats, he says grr, right? So he's full and goes grr, full grr. You know, like I'm just telling you something completely unrelated to what's going on. Nothing to do with this debut, chat. Nothing to do. Yeah, full grr, full giz, full you get it, man. You get it. 100%. So, chat, I need all of you that are here right now. I need every single one of you to pay fucking attention. If you are here, chat, and you are listening to my words, type 0 in the chat right now. I need you all. No, stop ruining my moment. I need you all to pay attention. I need you to pay attention. It's really important, chat. It's really, really important. I'm going to show you why. Are you ready? Are you ready, chat? That is because my waifu is debuting her new model this coming Saturday. That is right. AF is doing her soft reboot rebrand coming up. Coming up, guys. September 6th. The shark is coming in more ways than one. With Riz. But anyway, here is her trailer for her brand new model that she is debuting. Guys, it is awesome. Looks so good. Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger net. You're gonna need some bigger net. It's Shark Week with A every week. Hey, yo. So anyway, guys, get ready for that. It's coming up September 6th. I believe it's gonna be at 6 p.m. if I remember correctly. I will let you know the time on that for sure, but I'm 99% sure it's 6 p.m. So I'll certainly go support AM. You better be there, else chat. I'll kidnap you and take you there. In other news, guys, Cottontail is also doing her debut coming up here very soon. It is called the Wrath debut. Happens tomorrow at 2 p.m. CST. Let's take a look. One and five. Bring me down! I guess we're gonna get a new cover too. Oh. Final. Interesting. It's called the Wrath debut. I don't know what to take that as. Like, I don't know what they're alluding to, but we did get one more hint here from Cottontail. Cottontail, give us one more hint with this next trailer here. It says, "Hello, weary traveler. Care for rest? Debut in 2 days." Looks like there's like a sword or something. I don't know. That looks very interesting. I guess we'll see what's going to go down with that one, chat. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. So that's taking place tomorrow. Don't you miss it, okay? In other news, guys, Amesbury is also doing their debut. By the way, I have like a million debuts, guys, so, you know, buckle up. Amesbury is doing their VTuber debut. Coming up on the 2nd at 6 p.m. EST. 3 models, new emotes, new everything. That's crazy. Let's take a look. That is a lot of fucking models, dude. 3 models. It's like a Souls debut. I love their model. Yeah, that's true, Starbright. That's true. Yeah, it's like they have an Amy Rose model already, so I think we're gonna get something maybe a little bit more like humanoid. I'm not sure. Yeah, makes sense, nerd. Makes sense. I didn't realize the last one was called Lust, so that super makes sense. Yo, what's up, Bella? How are you? On top of that, guys, we also have Bella. Bella is gonna be doing their debut very, very soon. Giving us a bit of a teaser. Well, I see you in the underworld on the 20th of September, chat. Bro, I love their eyes. Look at the clock and the skulls. Bro, I love this model already. I'm in love. Like, for real, for real. Look how good. I'm following them. Look how good it looks. I love this model. It's so good. Yeah, Sloth is just PGs. Absolutely. On top of that, guys, we also have Maple Chicken. Maple Chicken is also doing their debut coming up September 5th and their first ever uncapped event. And celebrate with me going full-time content creation. There'll be lots of collabs, giveaways, new art, new animations, new content, new redeems, community games, and so many cool things. So here we go, guys. Let's take a look at the trailer. Big congrats to Maple. That's awesome. I know, right, Nick Dope? Also, I didn't know you did Parrots music. That's awesome. I love Parrot. So anyway, guys, get ready for the Sticky Overlord. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, what that mean? What that mean? What that mean? She is finally going full-time, so big congratulations to her on that one. On top of that, guys, we also have a Laura Pard who is debuting their 2.0 Monday, the 7th of September at 2 p.m. EST. Let's take a look. Oh, it's just a little short teaser. Cute. Write that one down, chat. Write that one down. More debuts to talk about, guys. We also have on September 12th, Blue Metal Bunny, who's going to be debuting on September 12th at 7 p.m. EST. Let's
Why do I have to do this?
Yeah,
Look,
same.
You've been here for 3 weeks, and in that time, you crashed in our front yard and obliterated our goat all over the side
I
of the
played
house.
the fifth.
You've ran up 6 digits
I'm just going to
worth
talk
of
to him on
Chinese
Wednesday
food
about
debt.
it.
I don't know how anyone even accomplishes that. And you've only showered once since you've been here. I don't know how you do things where you're from,
Yeah, I'm sold.
but around these parts,
I'm sold.
we got to take jobs to pay off all our debts. And you didn't really last 20 minutes in any of the other jobs you tried to hold down. So according to Zeffels, this is going to be the best way to do it.
20 minutes.
Wait, why is the camera syncing?
Oh, hang on. I got it. And
I like trailers like this. They're kind of like goofy.
You dropped it.
Oops.
It's all right. It's all right. Let me get in here. Let me just grab it, fix it, and reset it, and we'll try again, okay? Blue, it's still too high.
It's fine. I got it. We do this.
I'm the IT guy. It's literally my job. I insist. Just let.
It's fine.
All right. You know what you're doing.
I
I'm
like
not gonna
this
argue with
trailer.
the
This
freak.
is fun.
Just hit that button when you're ready to go live.
That's a fun trailer. I like that. So certainly go check out Blue Metal Bunny over on their channel. Very, very nice. Yeah, really fun trailer. On other news, guys, we also have Ikoyo, who's doing their model debut coming up here in just a few days, guys. Let's take a look here at their trailer. Yep, September 13th. So I can write that one down for your calendar as well. Their model looks super cute. Very, very cute. In other news as well, guys, I told you I have a million debuts. I told you I got 5,000 to talk about. We also have, of course, the very lovely Press. Who's the monochrome bunny VTuber debuting this coming Saturday at 9 o'clock PST. Let's take a look. I really like their design. It's really cool. Yeah, exactly, John. I think that's fun. Yeah, their model looks really interesting. Now they have like the black and white bunny that's super cute, especially their monochrome. Really, really cool. In other news, guys, Bossy Moon is also doing their debut coming up here very, very soon. Actually, tomorrow on the Dark Moon Rises at 1 p.m. EST. It looks like we're getting beat. So get excited for this one, chat. You know, it's kind of like that time of year. A lot of people debut models around now. It's a very common time. That's why I always debut in October, because there's not that many. Also, guys, we have Ruri debuting coming up September 6th at 6 p.m. CEST. Let's take a look here at their trailer.
Oh, did it scare you? No?
What's up, Ninja? How are you?
I'm Riri Rinka, Ghost Whisperer Extraordinaire. As you might expect due to my profession,
They're cute.
I'm an expert at both ASMR and horror games. I mean, I deal with ghosts for a living, so there's no way I'd ever be scared of them, right? Right. I know you also enjoy cute anime girls and nerd stuff, so we're a perfect fit for each other. How do I know? It's because we're kindred spirits, and totally not because I live in your walls or anything. My debut is on the 6th
Yeah,
of
absolutely,
September,
Nick.
so
Same here.
you better not ghost me then, okay?
Better not ghost me, then that's cute. Bro, if I was a ghost VTuber, I would tell my chat never to ghost me. Hope you're having a superb Sunday. I'm doing good. How are you? We're on Subathon day 266, and I got the timer down to 6 hours. Chat's losing it. They're losing it, Root Bear. Oh my goodness. In other news, more debuts to talk about. Don't look at the timer, chat. Don't look at the timer. We also have Alcerin D. Vermeil debuting their 2.0 as well. Let's take a look. What's up, Nibs? How are you?
Finally, I'm awake.
Very Castlevania. Yeah, very Castlevania. Very cool, very cool. So anyway, I get excited for that one.
Did I scare you?
Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I got 2 more to talk about, chat. 2 more to talk about before we move on to our big stories. And of course, guys, coming here from Nirin, Osnirin, is their debut announcement coming up Saturday as well at 3 p.m. PST. This looks very interesting. Ooh, wait, are they like Dexter? What's up, AP? How are you? I nerd proud. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate you, sweetheart. Looks cool. Reminds me of Death Note. I don't know why it gives me Death Note vibes. Music's cool though. Interesting. Yeah, so anyway, that is Osnirin. And the vampire that we're looking at, their name is Alcerin D. Vermeil, in their 2.0 as well. Yo, thank you for giving us something, baby. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's go. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And finally, guys, just one more debut to talk about here. And that is going to be Riser Blazing Fang. Right, Riser is debuting their 3D model coming up September 21st here from First Stage Production. You probably already know them, but other 3D is coming up very, very soon. So very, very exciting for them. And that is all the debuts that I wanted to talk about. Holy shit, that was a lot of debuts, wasn't it, chat? I told you I missed so much. Like, I feel like I'm on top of it, but when I come back from my days off, I'm like, oh my god, dude, there is so much going on behind the scenes. So I want to take a moment, guys, and talk about something that's going on, and that is the issues going on with Takahata and Chibidoki. We are going to come back to the Mountain Dew document, but I want to talk about, and we haven't talked about that yet, Kitsune, but I do want to talk about, I did give you their name, baby. It's right here. I'll put in chat. I want to talk about what's going on recently with Chibidoki. Now, I want to start this off, preface this by telling you, to me, this is a nothing burger, but I will let you guys decide what's going on. So, Chibi made this tweet about 4 years ago, right? It's an older tweet. And this person was just sharing it, right? So don't be hateful or anything like that. But Chibi, of course, made this post that says, please don't tag me if you're a lolicon. You're really part of the problem, so yucky. And this was back in 2021, right, chat? So again, Chibi, very strong stance, against lolicons, right? Okay, right. However, people were digging this tweet up, bringing it up, and using it as a way to attack Chibi recently, right? And I feel like this meme really put it together, right? Old Twitter drama callouts. Like what this person did 6 years ago, that thing. No, unfollow, that's bad. Oh, wow. It literally just summed it up. It summed it up, you know what I mean? And I really feel like this is not that big of a deal. But Chibidoki did go on to address this in this particular thing, right? So Winter's saying, you know why? Is this all why is everyone quoting this post all of a sudden as she didn't collab with for a lolly figure of her model? Guys, it's from 4 years ago. Please chill. Apparently she's been quiet about the lolly stuff ever since this tweet, so you probably changed her mind. And of course, Chibidoki goes on to say, first, I want to apologize for saying these very mean things. I want to clarify that the dates of this tweets have been removed or edited out from my memory going off the pictures. Please feel free to use the engine to double check me. I tried, but I couldn't get it to work. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I don't remember posting anything like that in years because my opinions have changed. They're all from 3 to 4 years ago. That is not an excuse to post. I just want people to know that I don't think that way anymore. And they are not that recent. I promise I don't hate you or anybody else. I have love for everyone. I've learned a lot about the terms through streaming and realized I was horribly wrong and acting like a bully. And I'm truly sorry to those I hurt. I genuinely mean it. Yeah, so this is people like fucking digging up old stuff, you know, about this, right? You know, Chibi Reviewers goes on to kind of add to this, you know, saying like, hey, it's a good response to a statement by Chibidoki. I think everybody needs to realize people can change with time. I appreciate their transparency and being upfront about it. Let this drama rest and let's focus on making sure everybody's life. Literally, guys. Chibi is the nicest fucking VTuber in the world. I don't know why. I don't know why anybody would like attack Chibi to begin with. Like, you clearly just like misspoke. You know what I mean? Like, what's the problem if she's uncomfortable seeing Lolly not safe for work? I think that'd be pretty normal, right? I mean, I think it's very normal, right, MetaHuman? I mean, I'm very uncomfortable with Lolly stuff, right? But that doesn't mean that I hate anybody about it, right? Like, you do you, and I'm gonna do me, right? And that's it. I don't hate you for how you feel about stuff, and I hope you don't hate me, right? I have my own feelings about it, but I don't hate you for how you feel, right? I just don't understand, like, the whole thought process of bringing up old tweets like this. Like, guys, if something is like a year or two old, I think at least like a year old, you really need to realize that people can change, and people like their opinions constantly evolve, right? Everything changes. So like, I just don't know why this was even brought up to begin with. You're like, yes, maybe has a new like figurine coming out, but like, what do you mean? You know? Yeah, exactly, Decoy. And like, the whole conversation about Lolly, I'm not gonna dive into that because again, there's no conversation that's gonna happen. Everybody likes to put the pitchforks up about it, right? But I think it's important in the whole thing to point out that number one, Chibi is one of the nicest people in this space, one of the most understanding and kindness. Number two, something from this long ago does not need to be brought back up, right? Like, people can change, people feel differently. This needs to be left alone. So like I told you guys, I think this is a nothing burger. What do you think? Do you think this is a nothing burger, chat? Yeah, and like, when I look at her model, for Chibi for me is 100% a Chibi model, right? Like, she doesn't have like a lolly model, in my opinion, right? All right, so at least I'm not crazy feeling that way. So that is the quote unquote Chibi Doki situation, which is a nothing burger. In other news, guys, this is far from a nothing burger, and I want to talk about this situation really quickly. However, I want to preface this situation. I feel like I'm doing that a lot today by reading you something that is very, very important, chat. And this comes directly from the source, chat. So I want to, read this out to you. But the other day, Adora made this post here, which is completely scorched earth. There was no reason to post this, right? But Adora made this post, and I want to preface this by sharing with you. I'm going to read from what I had here. This comes directly from Red Claw, guys. So, directly from Red Claw. Adora was not given consent from Red Club or the victim to share this information. I want to make that clear, chat. Adora was not given any type of permission to post this stuff. There was no consent given to post this. This was literally posted it for no other reason to disturb the pot, scorched earth, no consideration for the victim. Literally just, yeah, you censored for the victim. Bro, this is not censored for the victim's safety. You literally just painted a target on Red Claw's back because of this. But anyway, Adora goes on to say, this has weighed heavily on me since January. The reason I distanced myself from Takahata earlier this year was because Red Claw had shown me an anonymous victim's allegations of Takahata raping her. I distanced from Taka after I read that. So again, Red Claw was passing this information on to them, which makes sense, right? I mean, think about it. If you're very close to somebody, how Adora and Takahata were, would you not want to know that something like this had happened? Of course, right? So Red Claw is passing this information on to protect the people around Takahata, right? That were attached to them or doing content with them, etc., right? So, of course, here are these screenshots of that. And was Taka's name submitted with a police report? Let me make sure his real name was. I would assume she did ready about this whole thing, right? So, I want to make this very, very clear. Yeah, yes, boo. Yes, boo. But number one, this did not need to be put out there at all. Fucking period. Why was this talked about? Let things happen. If there's a police report, there's an investigation. There is stuff happening. There is no reason for you to post this. This is completely disrespectful. And on top of that, you are putting a target on Red Claw's back. Red Claw was trying to inform people to protect them, and you are just causing more problems. Like, literally, just go. Why did you put this out? We did not need this. You're like, what clout are you trying to build at the end? It's fucking over. Walk away. That is correct, Mask. I just told you, coming from Red Claw. Red Claw did not get permission, and the victim did not get permission to post this. It's absolutely disgusting that you're going to put this out there without permission from either one of them. And then that's the other problem, too, is, well, sometimes with investigations, right, chat, it's very important that the information does not get out, right? The information does not get spread everywhere, right? But unfortunately, that's exactly what's happened, right? Everybody's talking about it on Reddit, they're talking about it on Twitter, etc. So I really, really hope this does not impede the investigation process, because this was unnecessary, completely unnecessary. Of course, I'm retired from VTubing and will not be rebranding. After I find new work, I'll be sending out remaining prints to my community that I still owe. Exactly, Owl. Until those reports come out, this should have all stayed private, 100%. I don't even know if this is to deflect, because they're just like, oh, I'm retired, I'm not be rebranding. So I don't think so. I don't think so.
She might have just jeopardized the case and risked it being thrown out.
Potentially. Now, I don't really want to draw too much attention to this, but after I thought about this, right, chat, I want you to know, more importantly, that number one, this has already been talked about, so me talking about it or not talking about it really isn't going to change that much. But I feel like I can do a positive thing by informing you that there was no consent given to share this. Fucking period. This was a horrible, awful thing to do on the way out. I don't know why they did this. This was just completely unneeded. It was a stupid move. It's literally just spitting in the face of the victim and Red Claw, who tried to share this information with you to protect you. Horrible, horrendous. Guys, I am convinced I'm convinced now. I mean, we looked at all this stuff with the radio. I mean, it does. It paints the target on Red Claw's back because now everybody's gonna go to Red Claw because, oh, you have all the information, right? And he doesn't need that. That's not his job. That's not Red Claw's job at all. That's not his job at all. He probably wants nothing to do with this chat. Like, he was only passing it on and that's it. Exactly, Jade. This is just... I already knew that Adora was really shitty after reading all the documents and stuff, but now seeing this as well, I'm like, you literally might actually be a psychopath. Like legitimately. You have no care for anybody else. You detach yourself from human emotion. Like, this is not cool. We should have let things lie and let the law handle it how it should have been. Yeah, like, I feel bad because I'm so glad that, I'm so glad that I never shared anything personal with Adora because holy shit, dude, like, that probably get fucking leaked. To multiple people confirm it was SA for grooming. I mean, here is the allegations right there. If the victim is not able to potentially get justice, right, because of this, that would be one of the worst things, the worst outcomes possible. And that would be all because of them. All because of them. So, yeah, it makes a lot of sense why people can't talk about it in detail. But now, too late, now it's already out there. So, I want to let you guys know about it, that at least for what you walk away is for the information that they were not given consent. There was no consent ever given to Adora to post this. It's nobody's story to share. It's nobody's story to share. Very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. So, I wanted to share this with you all today. At least let you know what's going on. If Takahata is guilty, I guess I want to defend him from the Phineas with its serious proof and not extra. Sure, right. And that's what needs to happen, 80s. Let the law deal with it, not fucking Twitter! Do you know what I mean? Like, let the law deal with it. Exactly. Adora trusted, or Red Claw trusted Adora. Blue just fucking spat in his face. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much just trying to do as much damage on the way out as possible. Just stir the pot, or it stirs, chat. Really fucked up. Really, really fucked up. What's your thoughts, chat? What do you think about this one? Where's Batman when you need him? Very irresponsible. Yeah, exactly. Just the lack of care for the victim is what upsets me the most. It really, really upsets me. Really, really upsets me. And I want to remind you guys, don't be going to Red Club. Don't be going to anybody. Don't ask me. You're not gonna get the information, you know. And number two, I don't know who the victim is, chat. I don't know. Legitimately, I purposely did not get that information because I don't want to know, and it's not my business to know. So don't go and bother these people. Don't go after them, trying to find this information. Let the law deal with it. Let the case happen. That's it. Period, you know? She only did this because she wanted to hurt more people on the way out. Yep. Exactly. This is all she had left, Ivan. So she was like, well, I'm gonna fuck over as many people as possible. This is all I got, but here's my final card. Why are we talking like evidence from a proven liar means anything? Am I missing something? Genuinely confused. Yandere, these are screenshots of information that was censored for the victim's safety. This is real. I can tell you, this is real. I will confirm that for you. It is real. This was a liar doing as much damage as they could on the way out. Yeah, I mean, I agree, crying napalm in retrospect, but remember, Adora and Taka are really close, right? So I think his perspective was to protect, right? And I don't blame him for that, especially somebody that, he probably considered a close friend then, right? So I'll see you're guilty as Taka if he gets away with this. Well, again, King Kami, you need to let the stuff happen, right? Let the stuff happen. Exactly, Mask, exactly. Like, we can't say anybody's guilty or innocent right now. Like, let it go through the stuff. That's not our call to make, right? So there you go, guys. I wanted to talk to you about it and what was going on. Yeah, exactly. I don't blame him at all, but unfortunately, people are going after Red Club for information. They're bothering him. Like, guys, leave Red Club alone. It's not his job to, be the liaison, right? Like, leave him alone. Podcast allegations has not confirmed anything. I mean, we already know, New Master, that it's been passed along to as our police report. It's under investigation. It's not just an allegation. Well, I mean, I guess it is an allegation still, but, it's kind of been taken to the next level, so there is some weight to it, right? So, but anyway, that's not our job to talk about or make that call. We have no idea what the outcome of that is, so let the law handle it, and there you go. Guys, I do want to talk about some indie news because I've kind of been slacking on my indie news. So let's talk indie news. So we'll go back up to Corpo. So we did get this information here about the most popular English-speaking VTubers back in for Q2. I'm going to try not to punch my microphone again. Jesus. Exactly, P Falcon. Exactly. Like, just leave him alone. I keep punching it. I'm sorry. Okay, so most popular English-speaking VTubers in Q2 was actually Ventrea. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Ventrea worked so hard. So big congratulations to her. We did also get the top streamers of all time. And that one was actually posted back on the 20th. However, Aqua, of course, was number one. I'm not surprised by that. Then Sakuna, Chloe, Hololive TV. So this definitely makes sense, right? Most popular VTubers, period, across all platforms, all time. It's 100% YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, YouTube is definitely the ruling platform when it comes to, very, very large VTubers. YouTube is the place to be. Obviously, Aqua is not around anymore, at least in her current form, but definitely makes sense here. So, not even surprised by this at all. I definitely, you see that, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. And I do have some PSAs for you guys to look out for. Alicia, actually giving one herself, says, hey, watch out, there's a new YouTube phishing scam going on. Be safe, homies. Don't fall for stuff like this. Don't worry, you didn't click the link, just make sure to warn others. And of course, here's the scam. So we'd like to inform you to receive a privacy concern about your content. And then of course they're like, oh, click right here on this link. So guys, be careful out there. Unfortunately, these scams do happen from time to time. Yep, no, you know how these games go. On top of that, guys, we also have Moodeye, who unfortunately had a bit of an issue with her Discord. That is right. So I'm going to give this to you because unfortunately a lot of VTubers have suffered this similar issue, right? But make sure your Discord security is tight. Now, usually when I post about this, I'm pretty shaken. My Discord was taken over by CP spam midstream. Absolutely horrible, chat. Absolutely horrible. These people are coming in and spamming CP. Of course, on that, there was another person that was a victim of this. A lot of people have been dealing with these bots coming in and posting this stuff, which is horrible. I can pause having to deal with it. So many people having to deal with it, right? Even Bipsy had a bit of a problem with it as well. But someone threatening to send CB in our Discord is clearly not a violation or bad. Like, even Twitch, like, not really doing their part to stop these people that are on Twitch's side trying to do this stuff. But again, chat, just be careful because unfortunately, Discord can be smacked around a bit, right? So, and how is it that you're going to report this and Twitch is not going to do anything? You submit a saved report that's covered under digital service. Review the content can identify a violation, bro. What do you mean? If I spam, I would spam CP. Like, what do you mean? That's actually crazy. Okay, good. That's good to know, Walk. Thank you for clearing that up. Looks like Twitch did actually ban it according to Walk, so I mean, we'll take what we can get, right? In other news, guys, seriously, Arts Gamer going around that you gotta be careful of, and this comes from Harry releasing a document. We're not gonna go over this document, but it's about tracing over AI. If you guys want to take a look at it, here's the link for it. I'll just kind of read the start of it so you can see what's going on, but this is regarding the user Misui. You're tricking people into thinking that they do art from scratch when they're using the assistance of AI by tracing over generated images and taking $200 commissions without disclosing it. So anyway, chat, just be careful. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Speaking of Arts Gamers, chat, let's also talk about Needy VT. Yeah, Needy VT is still around. Coming here from Corey tuning up. Girl is back, and there's 0 way she's comparing herself to Mr. Beast. You cure blind people or build wells in Africa? No. Okay. And of course, this is Needy VT. He donates thousands of dollars, games, random shit models to VTubers, and people who need supports and provides boosts on multiple platforms for artists to be seen. Also, me bought a model for 2K, made 2K profit off of it. With permission, Twitter, Needy VT is evil. Of course, after the quote retweet, I raised $12 million to get hundreds of thousands of people clean water. Bro, what? What is this comparison? Like, what did you even quote retweet that? Absolutely crazy. It looks like they've gone on to, I guess, be like more of a face cam streamer. Yeah, why is Mr. Beast even like brought into this? Like, bro, come on. Come on, like, I get like you're trying to make a copy pasta or something, but you genuinely scam people. Like, why are you trying to pretend that you didn't? I'll understand, chat. I'll understand. In other news, taking a look here, it looks like Fillion is no longer affiliated with Mythic Talent. That is right, guys. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but they do not have the Mythic Talent info anymore. They're not on the website. I think Fillion is officially done with Mythic. Now, Mythic is more of a management agency, so, it's not like the end of the world, right? It's not like they're dropping out of an agency, but, they're no longer working with Mythic. So, yeah, maybe just wanted a private manager, something like that, right? Which kind of makes sense. In other news, guys, speaking of Chibidoki a little bit earlier, we do now have the Novel Horizons Patanchan. Patanchan is the the flat board. As you can see here, going with Shondo and Chibidoki. This is an actual figure you can purchase, by the way, chat. That is fucking crazy. Of course, Chibidoki also releasing her figure, which kind of sparked the controversy we talked about earlier. But there is her new scale figure. I love the derpy one too. Yeah, I guess this is Plank's girlfriend. I don't know, but there's Pitan-chan. So there you go. Flat girls unite. I wonder what that's like, chat. In other news, we also gotta go check in here with Chikai, who just launched a brand new Discord server called V-Support. It's dedicated to bringing spotlight to random VTubers who are live. So if you want to go check that out, here's the link. That Discord is open. Seems like a good networking tool, so figured I'd toss it your way. In other news, guys, gotta give a big congrats to Onigiri, who just climbed Mount Fuji. That is right, up for 4-year anniversary. We decided to go climb Mount Fuji, which is insane, by the way. Here, of course, she finished it. Said, we did it. We conquered Mount Fuji. We experienced everything from sun, winds, fog, rain, thunder, and even hail, and arrived at the bottom with 10 minutes to spare to catch the last bus. Total time, 10.5 hours. ascending 7.5, descending 3 hours. So here are some post-climb pictures. So congratulations to Giri on making it all the way to the top of Mount Fuji. Absolutely amazing. I did see that too, Gray. I did see that. That's crazy. Now, every once in a while, guys, we do get some crazy, you know, new VTubers, right? However, I never thought in a million years that we would be getting Speed as a VTuber. Well, that is right. Speed has a VTuber, his AI VTuber model, that talks and roasts his chat while he is sleeping during his 24/7 American tour. So let's take a quick clip watch.
Oh my God, chat want Ryan Trahan smoked? Bro, he look like he speed runs bedtime stories. Bet his beard got Wi-Fi lag. Ain't gonna lie, dude delivers pennies faster than his own punchlines. Ryan, you cool, but this a roast. Deal with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say kind of cringe.
Ain't no way you threatening unsub, bro. Dead ass, you gonna miss out on pure chaos.
I mean, I think
and
it's just
bark.
kind of like
You
almost
cap.
like
Next
Narasama
week,
kind
you
of in a
right
way.
back in here, I guarantee it. Chat W or L move. Huh?
Yeah, it's a little cringe, chat. It's a little cringe. I mean, like for instance, Dear Ara is AI, right? She's AI. She can read chat, stuff like that, right? But this is like Diet Neuro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. So, well, what do y'all think about it? What do y'all think about it? I don't know. Yeah, good idea about execution. In other news, guys, looks like Made Mint is going to be taking her trip to US Idol Fest coming up October 31st in California. So get excited to see Made Mint over there for that one. In other news as well, guys, Gamer Subs just released their map showing the most popular flavors for each state. Here in Texas, it looks like we like guacamole gamer fart. But how the fuck is Bowberry actually the most popular flavor in California? Not California, girls. Are you serious? California girls, it's real. It's real. It's real. That's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. I cannot believe that's real. That blows my mind. Oh my god, yeah, the Joe Biden flavor is the one in Georgia. Of course, Charlie's is most popular in Florida since he's in Florida. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, chat. What else you won't believe is the VTuber here today. That is right. Her name is Michelle Laws. She's actually announcing her brand new voice-over opportunity that she has. So let's listen, because it's a big deal, chat.
I'm honored to announce that I am the voice of Frankie in Glitch Productions' Knights of Guinevere, created by the amazing Dana Terrace, John Bailey Owen,
That's super
and
cool,
Zach
actually.
Marcus. This
That's really,
opportunity
really
has
cool.
been such a blessing, and I adore Frankie with all my heart, so please make sure you go support the release on Glitch's channel on September 19th for the pilot episode. So many awesome artists, mixers, talents, and team members are working their tails off for this show. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah,
Go
Glitch
check out
is
the trailer
actually
now and
cooking,
you'll
like,
see what
big
I mean.
time.
Or you could stay here and watch my reaction to the trailer. Up to you. I'm not your mom.
So we're not gonna watch that trailer part, but I did at least want to show you that was going on. I mean, that's a big W for VTubers all around, chat. So huge W for them. Congratulations. In other news, guys, we're gonna talk about something that Michi Mochibi did the other day, and it has to do with her merch, right? Her frustrations with them. We're not gonna watch this whole thing because I want to watch the start of it. But unfortunately, Michi is talking about her issues and frustration with Vshojo. So let's talk about it. Watch the clip, of course. If you don't know, if you're under a rock, Vshojo basically left all of the talents holding the bag on the merchandise part of stuff. Really, really sucks.
A lot of things are frustrating. I want to say this before I sleep. Okay, I'll say this as I set up. So
I mean, bro, I'd be so pissed. I mean, I'm already pissed for her, right?
There have been some very frustrating things that, well, I don't talk about because I feel like I don't want to stress anyone else more than I need to. And a lot of people are already talking about, like, Kayson has been speaking up about it. Mousie's been speaking. A lot of people have been speaking up about it. Giga's been speaking up about it, right? So I feel like chat. Like, you guys want to have a good time. I want to have a good time. So that's what we're here for, basically.
I think you get to a point though where like it's so serious, right, chat? It's so serious that your community wants to be a part of it, and you just can't ignore it anymore, right? It just gets to that point.
Like, good times and good vibes.
Like, I think everybody wants good vibes, but unfortunately, that's just not
this whole issue
always
has been
gonna
a little bit
happen, you know?
frustrating.
It's
just
really not.
Because they literally booked it. And when I mean booked it, I don't mean an actual book. I mean they ran. So, we're kind of like, our hands are kind of tied. And for the longest time, I've been really upset about it. But I felt really selfish for feeling this way because I'm like, I don't know, like, what will my anger really accomplish?
Yeah, they gun rid,
realistically?
exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking like, maybe I should just approach it with like peace in mind and not really try too much. Because my biggest concern is your merch. That is my top, genuine, honest to God, top concern is, for those of you that did get merch, chat, please do, if you can file a chargeback, please do. If you still get your merch, please just take it as a gift.
And I agree with it, right? For anybody that purchased this merchandise, you know, if I can tell you, please try to do a chargeback. That's the best thing you can do in this situation, because I very much doubt you're actually gonna get it, you know, and that's what really sucks. You're probably not gonna get it. What's up, Lucario? How are you? So really, like, again, I recommend you do a chargeback, but you know, Michi's feeling it, right? Like, she's trying to do her thing, and unfortunately, the stress of all this is just coming down on her, right? So I really hope the best for her and all of the talents as we keep getting information about this, which we're going to talk about more. But at least in some good news for Michi here, she actually ended up getting boobs. And by boobs, I mean she got 80,085 Twitch subscribers, which is insane. That actually puts her as the most currently active subscribed to person on Twitch. That is right. So she has the most active subscriptions on Twitch currently right now on the entirety of the website. Insane. So huge congratulations to her. At least there is some goodness coming out of the bad situation, right? Speaking of more situations, guys, let's take a look at what Giga had to say. Because Giga gave some insight about what happened with Vshojo and their PR, right? I know that Zin has expressed a lot of frustration with, Vshojo's past, like, PR. Well, Giga kind of gives a little bit of new information. So let's take a listen.
Auditions, and there were people that were brought in from auditions, and those are two separate things. There are a lot of the members that were brought in and shown officially as members. None of them, except for Haruka, were auditionees, but that was publicly stated. We all said that. Like, I was scouted in. I was not.
Like, a lot of people don't realize how shitty Vshojo treated a lot of the, like, almost the stuff where it was like auditions, right? They're like, you can never tell what was auditions, you can tell that it was scouting, and so it just confused a lot of people, right? And so then Treya was the one that had to step up and be like, hey, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, you guys are not being clear. And then Treya had to take the hit out of all people, right?
Brought in because of an audition
process. It was so dumb.
And I stated that when I joined. I was like, by the way, I'm separate from this process. And then after I joined, they ran some auditions again, and they had, we know now, they had some people lined up, but they never even debuted them, so they never even got to, like, join the group publicly or anything like that. So there was both, basically, is what I'm saying. There was both. It's just, like, publicly what was shown, the only one that was brought in from auditions that actually got to, like, join the group front-facing was Haruka. But I never thought that was a bad thing. I thought scouting was fine, too, just as long as, like, they were clear about it. I just didn't like that.
Or, like, they actually, like, I don't know, debuted the talents. Didn't lie to them, you know what I mean?
That, like,
Jesus Christ, dude.
When I joined, I had to be the face constantly of telling everyone, no, I did not join through auditions. I was scouted. I felt like the PR of that shouldn't have just been on me. They should have said something.
Exactly. Yeah, that should have come from Vshojo, chat. There, we already know that. That should have come from Vshojo. Anyway, but why is the talent having to be the person that has to share that information,
So
right?
Amma
That
wanted
should
that
never
as well,
happen.
and she
Never
stated
should
very
happen.
clearly on her debut, like, by the way, just to note, I was scouted and I was brought in. She was like talked to way earlier than the auditions even, you know? And they did this with a lot of people about a lot of that stuff, and a lot of us were like, we shouldn't have to be the ones handling the brunt of this. And I remember getting told by staff, you know, it's hard for us to I remember a few of us getting told this. It's hard for us to, you know, we have to figure out what to say, and the company really gets the brunt of this stuff.
Of course you do, because that's your fucking job. That's your job. Oh, my job is hard. Oh, man. I can't believe my job is hard. Yeah, because nothing worth having is fucking easy. Are you kidding me? Bro, I cannot. I cannot
imagine. We were like, what? It's hard for us
Rookie, you have to get back in the bot. I already showed all that.
Number 2, you just have to make a tweet. Number 3, none of you as individuals are answering for this. You can use a corporate account and just put out a corporate.
You're so right. Like actually, Amelia, you were so right. Also, congratulations on partner. Let's fucking go. Everybody tell Camellia, congratulations on partner. We're actually talking about you earlier. Yeah, congratulations. It's insane to me that they're like, oh, you know, our job is hard. That is your job as an agency. Your role is to be public facing, right? You're supposed to do those hard things on social media, etc. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you actually saying? This is the dumbest excuse I've ever heard.
Message signed Vshojo. Like, what? That one was always so confusing to me. I was like, what is the point of a company if you're not going to shield us PR-wise so we don't have to deal with things that really aren't ultimately on us to deal with? And like, not everyone watches every stream. It shouldn't be on us to say it on stream and expect the whole community to hear it.
Literally, that's the point of them existing.
So
They're fucking agencies.
Like, I remember when Zen made
like, every agency does stuff differently, right? Trust me, I understand that, but especially for a larger agency like Vshojo, they should be the one running that social media, making those announcements. That should be put on the talents. They were not just a management group like Mythic, right? Maybe with Mythic, it's kind of different. Vshojo was an agency.
Made a post.
Crazy,
I backed Zen up, and it wasn't even something that I felt so immediately strongly about. I just hated seeing Zen get bashed, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just throw myself on the fire too. Why not?"
No, they threw Zen out there, man.
Something about the auditions, knowing like it would be better for me to stay out of it, not say anything. But I was like, I can't watch Zen just sit here and like be the only one talking about this, and just be like handling the brunt of this, like tanking all of it because the corporate account would not do it. And I was just like, Fuck it, all right. I think I like quote retweeted or replied or whatever the fuck. I was like, man, oh, it looked like it was all Zen's idea too. Which
I remember when we talked about this on stream chat, because I was like, I cannot believe how dirty they did to Centuria, right? Like, she was, even when she put those tweets out and stuff, I was like, it's very wrong that she is the one having to say this. Why isn't it coming from Vshojo? And that was our big question, right? And we're like, well, you know, maybe there's something going on. We don't really understand. And now we understand. We really understand.
Exactly it either. Like, Zen was
crazy.
a proponent of some things, but then they didn't do it in the way we thought was good either. And then
the point of Vshojo
like,
was to
Zen
steal
had
money.
to, like, sit there and explain and
steal money
stuff in front of people when like none of this was handled by us. It was rough. So I was just like, F it. Maybe I'll take some of the heat off of her if I say something too, I guess. I don't know. And then I put myself out there and I was like, look, me, someone who internally was saying like, hey, we can't handle this right now. We shouldn't do this. I'm sticking my neck out there on this. Shouldn't the corporate account too? And nothing was done. Nothing was done, dude. Did they ever stand up for any other talents ever? Barely. They would tell us on the side, like some staff members would just be like, oh man, feels so bad. And I'd be like, all right, so post about it. All right, so clarify something. Okay, make a YouTube video, right? Like put information out there. PR.
Like where here's the thing. I know the Gunrun was going to events, right? But where was the agency ownership, right? Like that's there wasn't any. We already know the answer, but like in retrospect, right?
Should just be made by the company. Like we all wanted this for so long, and then
exactly.
And then we would also get bashed for making PR statements.
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
People would be like, you guys shouldn't even say anything, and I'm like, okay, well they won't. So, and it looked even worse if we all said nothing, because again, we were the ones who would get the brunt of the negative attention for being like silent on something, right? Not the company. They'd go to our chats, they'd reply to our tweets.
Exactly, so hard, that easy,
right? All that kind of stuff. So it was like the lesser of two evils to just say something, make a shitty PR statement as a talent that you shouldn't, and just deal with it.
The other thing too is like, remember when Amelie got announced, right? Everybody was like, "Wait, did Amelie like audition? Like, you know, blah 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 blah." And they were like, "Oh well, you know, this is separate from the auditions, right?" And it caused so much of a ruckus because people are just confused. Like, what was she scouted? Like, if you're gonna scout it, it's fine, but like, why don't you fucking tell us what's going on? Because as much as you might not like it, all the people that audition spent their time, energy, and effort. You need to give that back to them, right? You don't owe it to them, but you are a company looking for people. You should give that to them, right? Absolutely insane, chat. Absolutely insane. But you know what's even crazier than that, chat? The entire time that Mousy was part of Vshojo.
Finished playing some games, growing through social media and my Gmail, and found out you are live.
Oh, really? No way. That's crazy. I love that. So, now we're going to talk about something that recently Mousy revealed. And guys, the whole time that Mousy was in Vshojo, she did not have access to her emails.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello. Vietnam! What?
What?
Sorry.
Why did you just scream Vietnam?
Oh, we're watching movie trailers.
They literally hid all the information from her, bro. They literally were like, nope, we're going to keep you in the dark. Which, to be slightly fair, a lot of agencies do take emails off of your plate, right? That does explain stuff, but it's very common, right? But listen to Mousy. Listen to what she says.
You decided to scream Vietnam.
It said Vietnam on the screen in bold letters. That means you have to yell the name.
What's up, Osrin?
okay.
What's up, Omega?
Hello,
How are you?
Ethel. Hello, Nyan.
Welcome in.
Hi!
Vietnam!
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 Shout out all Vietnamese people. Can we just start the stream like that?
Yeah, I had a banh mi for lunch.
I love that.
I love the Vietnamese.
You had a
be cooking.
Vietnamese person for lunch?
What the?
I had one for lunch.
Oh my God,
Ate
I'm
an
eating
entire
people.
Vietnamese person?
Good morning, Vietnam!
Like a snake and went, ah.
Oh shit.
Some ancient.
I
British
retracted
lore
my
I didn't know
Ew.
How you guys doing?
It's like I'm gonna get a haircut. I just retract the hair into my skull.
Oh.
Sit rep, bro. Be honest. Please, just be honest.
Oh, God.
They've taken everything from us.
Everything. Those motherfuckers. Will they stop at nothing?
I'm glad this clip is kind of funny.
Wait. Explain.
I thought at least this would be safe from their f***ing claws, but they, once again, have f***ed us. When will they stop f***ing us?
They'll never stop. Signs everywhere.
Bananas is not having this shit.
Yep.
It's evil. They
So
took
wait.
my
What
fucking
happened? What
Ubisoft
happened?
account.
Oh,
Okay, here's the thing. I tried to log in. Like, you know how like Ubisoft is. It's weird. Like I load up the Uno game and it's like, oh, sign in with your email to play.
Bro, Nanners is like, she will burn everything down, and I love her for it.
I'm like, okay, I'll sign in with my email. I sign in successfully, and it's like, oh no, not that email. That email isn't tied to this game forever and ever. You have to use this email. The Vshojo email that I don't have access to anymore. God.
No.
Mousy
They didn't pay for the servers. They
for Mousy.
You think they're gonna pay for your email service?
Bro, I lost
shit.
access to that like the second like I left, bro. That was like the first thing they did. They pressed a big red button like
They just deleted your email. They're like, nope.
You know,
Oh my god, bro.
funny thing, I never really had access to my email. Like, it was connected to somebody else's email in the company, and I had to like every time I wanted to like log into something and they had to like do the code thing, I had to message them like, hello, can I have the code that was sent to your phone because I really want
Didn't
to
have
log in."
access to your email?
No.
Oh my god.
Bro, they were literally just restricting information. They Mousy called this Cooper for starting shit. I don't know, Shing. This is Mousy Dog. I'll be honest, I don't know about that. I mean, I do like to say that I'm pretty educated when it comes to drama, but I don't know about that one. Yeah, like literally, like, oh, you want your email? Oh, let me delete all the important stuff, and so we can keep stealing money from you. Okay, here you go. That's very ass backwards.
What?
What the fuck? No, and I'm like,
Bro, you guys are like those like North Korean people that get on Google and just click around like you got no access to literally.
I mean, that's actually crazy
You're
as
like,
fuck.
put in your
Homepage
email.
where
You're like, I
people
got no
come
idea what that
visit,
is.
dude.
I got no idea what that email is. You just eternally
That's
suck on the
actually
first 10
crazy.
minutes of mini clip games because you can't make an account.
It's a fake email. Oh man.
Coolmathgames.com.
I never told anybody, but now you know.
Unfortunately, Mousy has already asked that specific person
Uh-huh.
to just cut it out, and they don't know if they still have or not, and yes, they could be in legal trouble because her lawyer is looking into it.
Oh, this Clipper? Gotcha. Yeah, I did not hear about that. You guys will have to, if you got any links or anything, let me know in the Discord. I'll take a look. You should recently call them out for misleading titles and thumbnails. Oh, bro, no, especially in a situation like this. You can't be misleading about it, right? Like, you can't be like, you know, Mousy reveals newest Vshojo information. Like, you gotta be really careful about what you say with stuff like this right now, you know? I did not hear about that one. Now, to be fair, if this happened last week, I literally, I took a lot of time off. That might be why, but interesting. I'll definitely check that out. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Video at a Mousy's channel, gotcha. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. Thanks for letting me know. So as you can hear, chat, unfortunately with Mousy, you know, she is, was never had access to her email, or very restricted. She had to get somebody else to give her the access to it for the little code, which is insane, right? That's completely backwards. They were clearly trying to hide information or not allow her access to certain information. I mean, why would it be set up that way? You know what I mean? Absolutely crazy, chat. Absolutely crazy. So, and that's something to be warned about. I don't understand Mousy or Vshojo. Their situations are different and confusing. I mean, they're very much the same, Lucario. Yeah, it's all intertwined. Mouse, you don't want me to post a situation on Mouse. Let's go take a look here. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh, this was yesterday. Okay. Apologize to Iron Mouse, Connor, and the entire community. I thought it was contributing positively as a dedicated, hardworking clipper. I met some of them at clickbait. From now on, I'll stop that and fix my ways. My past action made Iron Mouse unhappy or caused her any harm. Ready to stop clipping altogether, or even delete the entire channel. Mousy wants that. And I apologize to everybody. Okay, I mean, at least they're taking accountability, right? They're not like trying to dodge it. But delete some tabs. I mean, okay, it seems like they're at least trying to like do the right thing, right? So, all right, yeah, I mean, that's good to know. Thanks for letting me know, guys. Another news, at least good news for the Mousy, the Queen Mousy. Mousy was actually named in Rolling Stones. We have the 25 most influential creators of 2025. Well, that is right, guys. Mousy was named number 17. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love this so much. And she's so deserving of it. She really, really is. Big congratulations to Mousy. She is such influence on not only VTubers, but also permeating the normal content creator space.
I noticed that clickbait titles
amazing.
are a bit on the downtrend.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want transparency, Antique. I mean, I do clickbait a little bit. Like, I'm like, oh, like new Vshojo Bombshell, right? But it's more like a generalization for me because I'm like, well, I want to tell you something's going on with Vshojo, right? And there's new information. So I just try to make it interesting, but transparency is really important, right? I don't want to mislead anybody. So you got to remember that. Another news as well, guys. I'm Mousy also teaching blah, 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 blah. I tried to say teaching and teasing at the same time. I'm Mouse teasing a brand new outfit for Booby. That is right. About this time, this dude got a new outfit. Of course, Connor says it is. He says, yes, he's going to wear it and he's going to like it. I love this. Looks great. Can't wait to see it. Really interesting development, though. I'm sure you guys know that BB Nose and Mousy made a new song called 1-800. Wow. Take a look here, chat, because Clash Royale just released a brand new trailer, and guess what song is featured in it?
Where are you, baby dragon? Look who's here. Time to get schooled.
It is now lore accurate. Yo, Alec, thank you for 18 months. It is now lore accurate that Iron Mouse is part of Clash Royale. She's canonically in Clash Royale. That's actually crazy as fuck. What an interesting development there, chat. Very interesting. Speaking of interesting developments, chat, has to be the greatest crossover of the century since Avengers Endgame. That is right, guys. We got Mori Calliope, we got Bao, and we have Amelie covering Takedown from K-pop Demon Hunters. Holy shit, what a crossover. Bro, this is sick. This is insane. I love this. I love this. Yeah, certainly go check it out, guys. It's already got, I believe, 1/3 views on it. It's so good. It's so good. And like Maury's part really fits well. Like it's awesome. You guys gotta go check it out. Really, really good. Really, really good. In other news, guys, I want to give you a quick update because it's been a bit, but Hinia's mom is doing a lot better. She is back to streaming. Her mom is still in the hospital, but she's doing a lot better. So just wanted to give you an update. I know a lot of people were very interested and kind of wondering what's going on with Hinia's mom. She's doing a lot better. She was taken to the hospital, but she's doing a lot better. So it seems like good news all around. All right, chat. In other news, Kuro has seemed to sign with a new agency. I can promise you it is not Mythic, but he has signed with a new agency. So let's listen to him.
I want free stuff. Okay, sorry. By the way, I signed with like an agency, but it's not the same type of thing. It's a very open-ended thing. All they're doing is basically like looking for more opportunities. And it's nothing like Vshojo, so don't worry. It's very like behind the scenes.
Oh, trust me, nobody's like Vshojo. Nobody's like Vshojo.
Stuff.
Oh my god. It's not Mythic though. It's not Mythic.
So I decided to sign with them, and they're just kind of like helping me out with stuff. And yeah, they just messaged us like free games. They're asking if I want like some free keys for. And
I think it's his PP
love
Slayer model.
Getting free games. So
what's up, Frank? How are you?
The thing is, even though I don't play like all the games, I like filling up my Steam library a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of a mood, actually. That's kind of a mood. So anyway, guys, good news here for K9 Kuro all around. Now, chat, I'm going to need a hand check really quick because I know how you guys are, and we're going to talk about Centuria's brand new outfit. Holy, guys, I might need 5 minutes after looking at this again. My God. This was, of course, their new 3D outfit, Regal. The Regal outfit. My God, chat. Bro, Zen cooked on this one. Holy gracious, here are the clips.
Fantastic. Do you think you can do a ballerina twirl?
Hey, yo.
Oh god, yeah. It would get so freaking hot in that suit so fast.
Oh, great heavens!
To be woken up.
Come closer.
Oh, great
Perfect.
heavens!
Thank you. With that being said...
Hit me harder.
Oh.
That.
She just goes, oh. Oh, okay, all right, well. Trusting us a complete. Yeah, oh, great heavens! As soon as I saw the model, I'm like, my God, dude.
Yes, the squish is very real.
Bro, what the fuck? The model looks so good. How does it look that good? Like the quality on it is insane. Like,
yes.
I don't know if it's Nilo tuned lighting, I think it's Nilo Tune lighting is what the difference maker is, but oh my god. It looks so good, chat. So good.
Delicious.
I mean, nothing crazy, to be honest.
Oh, great heavens!
Nothing crazy, though.
Mommy Milkies! Well, I'm not even trying to stare respectfully. I'm not even gonna attempt to.
It was delicious.
No, I'm drooling, bro. I'm actually drooling. Holy shit. It's gotta be Nilo Tune. My god, my god. It looks so good. That's it. That's a clip. That's a clip.
I mean, nothing crazy, to be honest.
Anyway, though, as you can see, chat, absolutely amazing, amazing new model there for
Cheer 100
Zentrea.
gooners be gooning hard.
Bro, I'm gooning. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Dude, this is my Oshi. I can't help it. My god. In other news, guys, we got a bit of a bad update here for Project Melody. Not surprised by this announcement, but still sad. Infinite Keys actually giving an update here. And it said, hi everyone. Thank you for your inquiries. We're still waiting to hear from Vshojo concerning any updates on the sale and their plan to either refund the orders or move forward to reducing and fulfilling them. Unfortunately, due to the sale being fully run on their independent store, we're unable to provide any additional information. So again, you have to contact Vshojo directly or ask your bank to get a refund. So really sad. Kind of what I expected. I mean, they're trying to gain clarity from them regarding this update by email. Currently, we're in touch with the town their managers to discuss future plans for a product. So there you go, guys. There you go. What's up, Blue? How are you? I really didn't expect any different. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this really sucks. Don't get me wrong. But I think we all expected that. Sadly, Vshojo is not gonna get back to anybody, you know? Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see what happens here, Captain, because I want to talk about something that recently happened here, Chad, that I was not able to get to. And that is Mountain Dew. That is right, guys. So we're going to dive into our big story. Everybody say hi, YouTube. I mean, technically, you're already on YouTube, but this will be like a video, so you're like double YouTube. Yeah, it's like double YouTube, right? Contact Vshojo directly. Yeah, like, how am I supposed to do that? But we're going to be talking about Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew was, of course, part of Vshojo. If I remember correctly, he's basically like number 2, right? And I'm gonna look at the community notes because they do really list this out very well, right? So, in case you missed the drama around this, Tanners and Bebe came out with some information about Mountain Dew, where he was anti-Semitic, and he also was harassing and being a sex pest. Well, in his document today, he does not address any of that whatsoever. Nope. Literally does not address any of that in this document, but it does provide some information about a merger that was potentially going to happen with Vshojo. So we're going to take a read through it. And we're also going to take a look here at Legal Mindset's video, where he goes into a little bit more detail and kind of list some things that are important. So, for the sake of my voice, guys, I am going to let Dear Ara read these out. So, type 1 if you're ready. Buckle your seatbelts. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey all, before we get started, I want to take the chance to thank all of my friends, former talent, former staff, and other streamers, industry that I've
he's
been
done a
in
really good
communication with,
job,
myself and
Jaffe.
my role within the company. You have all been wonderful through this tough time. I
Really,
also
really good
want
job.
to thank the many people within the community who have been supportive throughout this time, and have stood with me while this gets sorted. I have spent the following month gathering countless documents and what I had access to in order to have clear, concise records of my involvement with the company, and have provided a small fraction below.
I feel like he's like, oh, all my friends around me, like, trying to paint this picture that, like, he's like a good person, right? Like, bro, for the information that Vay and Anders put out, I mean, I know it's allegations still technically, but like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, who is supporting you? Like, can you prove that? Transparency and misrepresentation. All right, let's see what you got to say. Give it to us.
There was once a time where I was extremely proud about what I helped initially build. There was a lot of hard work and planning involved, and I took a lot of pride in my role in launching the company, but I now simply feel misled, disappointed, and betrayed by those involved. The fact that this had happened at all is troubling to say the least, and I feel deeply
absolutely.
for those who were affected
I mean, he
by
he
this.
might have not
If
actually known,
anyone
right,
affected
chat,
needs
about some of the
testimony,
stuff.
evidence, or other material assistance with actions against Vshojo, I am more than willing to do what I can to assist. I may have documentation or records relevant to cases and am happy to see what I have.
So it seems like the what Mount Dew is here to do is to clear his name, and also be like, hey, like I didn't know this was going on, and I want to help people fight it, which, you know, it is good, right? But you still need to address how you were anti-Semitic and how you were, of course, a sex pest, right? We're gonna be looking for that. So, anyway, let's take a look at what he has to say, chat. I mean, maybe he really didn't know, and that's fine. Maybe he didn't. We're never gonna know, right, chat? We're never gonna actually know until this gets pulled into more of like a real legal court case, right? We're never gonna really know, but it might be believable, right? So put it up on the shelf, consider it, chat. You know, go into this with an open mind. He might actually be innocent of that.
I have also considered taking my own shareholder action against the company,
You know, like he
which
really
I won't rule
might
out
be
at this
innocent on
time.
that part.
I
We just
also
don't
have
know.
to consider action against those that have engaged in defamation against my character, although I am hopeful that we can resolve those matters privately and amicably. That being said, I was never made aware that talent funds were intermingled with the company's operating expenses.
I think that'll be important for him to explain his role, as well as like how he did interact with them, right?
Any
That's
budget
what we
that
want to
was
see.
used for marketing was a direct result of asking for that amount and either being approved or denied. I had extremely limited financial access, only for small marketing approvals, never broader accounts or operations. I have evidence of this from third parties that I have worked with for marketing media while at the company. I have never had access to bank accounts nor was made aware in meetings about the way finances were being used. What I had been made aware of is that the company was running out of money and needed another round of investment to continue operation. As far as my understanding, the only individuals who had access to company bank accounts were the CEO, the COO, and the finance department.
So there is a little bit of clarification on who actually had the money, right? I mean, to be fair, so hard, this is him technically releasing the information, right? I mean, like, let's make an assumption. Let's make an assumption that he is 100% innocent when it comes to the finances. His initial response would make sense, right? Like, what the fuck, right? That would make a little bit more sense. So, again, I don't want to assume that he is innocent or guilty yet. All we can do is look at this, but at least he is releasing this and putting some information out there. But my question, of course, is, you know, I want to know about the other allegations that are not addressed in this, right? Had I become aware of financial misuse, I would have exited the company immediately and began to speak with legal counsel and the talents about the misuse of their funds. All right, there you go. My role and authority.
My role and authority. There are a lot of misconceptions about my role at the company. Some people have stated that I was the CEO, or COO, which is false. The two titles at the company that I was assigned were CTO, Chief Technology Officer, and later CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. The change in position was due to an internal company pivot in which the directors of the company assigned the role of CTO to another staff member, and subsequently assigned myself to CMO. I was assigned these titles but recently discovered it's not entirely clear if these titles were legally or formally recognized.
I will say this, like, it seems like with somebody like on the playground, like giving themselves their own nickname, right? Like that's what it feels like. It's just like, bro, you don't make these titles for no reason, right? Especially in a company, right? These exist for a reason. So if they're not being legally recognized, That is a problem, right? I read this and the only thing I took away is that absolutely confirms the knowledge of misuse funds in the upper management. Interesting. Considering how he says like he didn't know, I'm very, very interested to see what he has to say about it, right? So, but let's continue.
In terms of seniority, I was not on the board of directors, despite assisting in launching the company.
Okay.
I would also like to note at this time that the entire company was remote, and no in-person office was ever in use. Upon
Interesting.
recent investigation on
Didn't they
registered
have,
documents from the company that have been
physical
unearthed,
place,
I
though?
do not know now if I was ever legally considered CMO or any officer title. It was just a title that I was given internally, which is not something that I was aware of nor would have found acceptable.
Yeah, very important that it is actually distinguished legally. But I do get where he's coming from on that. And of course, here is this document here. So, Secretary, Chief Financial Officer, Executive Officer, Sanders Director's Address, additional officers not entered. Okay, so just showing that this, I guess, was not legally or ever officially actually listed as his title.
Initially, when launching the company, I blindly put my trust into these people that they were doing everything correct in terms of structure and finance. In
What's up, Bottoms?
hindsight,
How are you?
that trust was misplaced.
Yeah, I'd
Below,
say
I
so.
have also attached a series of screenshots of documents from a failed merger in 2024 that only lists the CEO and the COO as officers and members of the board. That does not include any mention of myself within the company structure.
So, very interesting, chat. There was supposed to be a merger. However, that did not happen back in 2024. Whereas the material facts as to directors' relationships or interests as to the merger and the other transactions authorized and approved in the proceedings, resolutions have been previously disclosed to the board and to stockholders and are known to the board and stockholders, including without limitation the following. So, basically, Vshojo was looking to do a merger. Maybe because that was for debt. Daniel Sanders is the chief operating officer. Justin is the chief executive officer and president of the company. Holders of company common stock and preferred stock are currently anticipated to receive stock consideration as set forth in the merger agreement. Only the COO and CEO are receiving an offer letter from the buyer as listed as members of the board. So just saying that he was not officially recognized, right? In witness thereof, each of the undersigned has executed this consent of stockholders on the date set forth above the undersigned respective names. So I don't see anywhere where he's been recognized, right, chat? And of course, Justin and Daniel, so there it is, approved, disapproved, signed, etc. Right? For purposes of the golden parachute provisions, hold on, golden parachute provisions, the estimated aggregate amounts of payments to disqualified individuals could receive in connection with the merger, the amounts of payments that disqualified individuals will be entitled to receive or retain even if stockholder approval is not obtained, and the estimated amount subject to the stockholder vote and waived if stockholder approval is not obtained or set forth in the table below. So here's some payments. Estimated for purposes of the golden parachute provisions only. The actual amounts paid to all the disqualified individual may vary depending on factors such as the per share merger consideration actually paid by the parents. So again, they're just talking stocks. So I think what we're taking away from this is that he was not officially recognized in his title, right? It's some kind of provision, Dragon. However, just because you weren't officially recognized does not mean that you didn't still have access, right? Like, I get what he's saying, like, okay, the company never gave me my title, but that doesn't mean that you're innocent automatically, you know? Again, talking about consideration for share of common stock, put these names again. Again, talking about the position with the surviving corporation. There mean employees and officers of the surviving corporation following the merger. I mean, this doesn't really do a lot. So two things, right? It tells me he doesn't get his title. It tells me who was really in charge. That's kind of it. It doesn't prove your innocence. document listing to CEO and CEO as the sole directors. Also attached in its entirety, a copy of the board consent form from the initial Vshojo stock adoption plan, which can be found here. This
Elara,
is covered in
Unless he consulted his
Legal
lawyer,
Mindset's video,
why
so
would a
we'll skip
person
this for
of
now.
such a high position at a former talent agency release this information to the public? Wouldn't it be smarter to keep this information to the chest until civil suits or lawsuits are finished?
I don't think it matters,
Some
so
tubers releasing Google Docs, but this weird to me.
I don't think it matters because these are just like this right here doesn't matter anymore because the company's defunct. And same for this this thing here where they merge, it failed, right? So it kind of doesn't matter. But I think his intention was show he didn't get the title, which is there. But it doesn't mean that you're innocent, right? Like you can still work somewhere without a title and still have access to stuff. Like that doesn't prove that you're innocent. You know what I mean? So this is back in 2021, talking about the adoption of the stock plan with Vshojo. We'll take a dive into this during the legal mindset video. This document, which I've obtained, is dated February 27, 2021. Must be signed by all members of the board to receive as the signatures in the CEO and COO, respectively. So again, that's great. You didn't get the title, but that doesn't prove you're innocent.
From the start, I felt as if I was always unfairly sidelined in terms of role and influence within the company. Any criticisms I had always felt as if they fell on deaf ears, and as time went on, the staff expanded, and I felt more and more sidelined within the company. My role in the company more or less began to feel like an employee that just did marketing and a few other tasks when needed, as opposed to someone who assisted in getting everything off the ground.
I mean, I'll be honest, that's kind of your personal gripe. If you were hired for marketing, isn't that your job? Well, I guess he started his technology, but whatever. Personal gripe. Put that on the shelf. That doesn't really matter to the overall conversation.
I feel as if there was not a lot of honesty and transparency about certain
Well, no
happenings
shit!
within the company, and I now believe that some things
Who made you
I was
think
told
that?
were not the truth. Things such as information about talent's behaviors and the reasons for talent departures was information that was presented to me by the founders. This directly influenced my beliefs and feelings about the talent, and I now believe based on new findings that the information presented to me was untrue. There were many projects and pivots that I learned about only after they were in motion or were approved by the board. Things such as a pivot to a social media-style website service at one point and a full company merger, both of which I strongly opposed, are amongst a few examples where I would be notified subsequently to the work beginning.
Again, like, because he was not recognized, he didn't have that power, right? And I mean, it goes both ways. Number one, they should not have given him a title like that because it didn't actually give him any power, right? But number two, you also got to make sure that if you get a title like that, the company is following through, right? This isn't Disney, right? Where you're gonna file something and it's gonna happen. There's a chain of, like that you can follow, right? This is a very small company. You should probably do your due diligence, but I get where they're coming from, right? I get where they're coming from. So they were not recognized by the company for their title. They had no power. There you go.
There were times where I was asked to sign documents without adequate time to get them reviewed by an attorney and told that it could potentially lead to my removal from the company. I was told that it was needed for the success of the company with minimal and insufficient details. An example being the aforementioned merger above.
And don't
in the
sign it.
final years of the company,
And I'm
I did
sorry,
not
like, don't
directly
sign it.
speak with the CEO one-on-one in any capacity, only the COO weekly. This was likely due to the fact that I would be extremely critical about decisions made in the company and the lack thereof scaling in ways that I believe made sense. The CEO had a habit of putting other staff in front of him when faced with adversity. An example of such was that they would often put other staff in front of talent for communication whenever possible, especially in the final months of the company when significant criticisms arose.
I mean, I don't really doubt that, but again, like, this isn't really, like, proving that you're innocent, bro. Like, these are problems that you had. And number two, like, you shouldn't sign anything if you're not given adequate time. So, this is the Mountain Dew document. So dismissal, in aftermath. I mean, chat, I'm not crazy, right? Like, is this proving his innocence in any way, shape, or form?
On May 1st, 2025, I was called into a sudden
There's no
meeting
Takahata
with members
document.
of the board, where I was informed that my alleged position of CMO
There's
was
only a
being
tweet.
removed from the company along with 4 other employee positions, one
Okay.
of which being the financial manager, as a cost-cutting measure. During this meeting it was also conveyed to me that the COO would be stepping down for unknown reasons.
Yeah, it's
it was
just, like,
agreed
personal,
upon that the statement I would make publicly
problems,
would
right?
be written in a way to make the departure look more favorable for the company and myself so as to not raise any alarm bells about the health of the company or create speculation.
Alright,
Given
and
my
that's
growing
fair, that's fair.
distrust with the board up to this point due to talent departures, I have recorded notes and transcripts from these meetings that I have retained for my records.
But really, this just lays out a timeline of events, and we have to take his word for it that he didn't know anything about the financial part, right? Like, he's just like, oh yeah, you know, my position didn't have that, and I never had any power. But like, how do we know that? You know, like, how do we know that?
From about May 15th, 2025,
You
all
can
of
say
my
anything,
access
you know?
to my company email address I had was revoked, and I departed every server, Slack, and company-related software to move on to begin working on a personal endeavor. I assumed
Okay.
that the company would just simply run out of money in a few months, would post a statement about closure, and I would be grateful that it was a good run. From this point I began planning and working on my own non-tuber project to launch in late July to early August and have it hopefully launch before the company would assumedly go under or be sold.
Okay. On July 2nd, I did a check-in with the CEO to see if anything to be happening to the company could conflict with the launch of my project. Hey, brother, I have a bit of a request for you. Pretty large forward-facing thing I'm working on this month that is slated for late July, early August. Can you keep me up to date on anything large-scale that might be happening in Vshojo around that time? Whether good or bad, company dissolution, new member joining, leaving, etc. Company sale, just need to have all that on my radar. Guess I need to move times and things around. Hope you move well. Nope. Time out. Time out. Why does he constantly say large scale, good or bad, company dissolution, members leaving, company sale? It kind of seems like to me, I mean, through context clues, that it kind of sounds like he knew something was going on, at least financially, right? Because, I mean, even here, he's like, I figured he'd post a statement about their closure. Why would you know that? You know what I mean? Like, how would you know that? Just because they got rid of a few roles, how would you know that they're going to close down? It kind of seems a little bit contradictory that you're like, oh, well, I never saw the bank accounts, but now you seem a lot more informed. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he did say that they knew they were running out of money. That's true. He did say that. I'm just saying, like, just because somebody's running out of money doesn't necessarily mean that they're immediately going to run to, you know, dissolution or company sale, right? Like, it's a pretty big jump. You know what I mean? I don't know. It seems a little contradictory. What do you think, chat? I feel like it's contradictory. He says one thing, but then there's kind of like inkling of, oh, but I knew a little bit more than I actually said earlier in the document. Yeah, it's just like, look, guys, I'm going to tell you, when I feel it in my gut, there's something that's like kind of going on, you know, and that's how I feel right now. It doesn't all line up. It doesn't all line up.
I was told to check in after Anime Expo, in which I did,
Okay.
and was redirected to a new staff member that was allegedly hired after my release. I have censored their name as they were a new hire. In typical fashion, someone was to be put between myself and the CEO for communication and would not clearly tell me what was potentially going on. This is the final time I have had any contact with the CEO.
AMTD, connecting you with this person. He's been taking up more of the Vshojo leadership things and can give you better up to speed. It is doing a check-in to see if there's any upcoming negative news or like the next 30 days or so. I can prepare in advance as to launch a new public-facing project. I mean, to be fair, if you know they're running out of money, maybe you knew how much it was. It's just like, you knew something was going on. You know, what extent, we don't know. I'd say the answer is probably yes. One way or another, there's going to be some negative stuff. Publicly, I can't say what. This is back on July 15th. On July 21st, this statement went out by the company not paying out charity money. It was owed to the IDF, not that one. Interesting. So this was back on the 15th. Well, Mouse just posted something about without any advance notice, so heads up. Well aware from the large amount of DMs and texts I'm getting. Sad day. Gonna get some context here. It's the first time I hear about any of this. So this is gonna kind of support the idea that he doesn't know exactly what it was, but he knew that the money situation was bad, right? Vshojo owes a lot of money to the talents. I don't know when you were involved with the company, but it's been an ongoing known issue for a year, and the charity payment is related. Probably have more context than me, I suspect, but also I'm not sure what your relationship was with the company. And when Vshojo ran out of money some time ago, we've been operating with what was supposed to be talent money. It's causing the current situation. I was never made aware of this being an issue from both CEO and COO. I was aware that there was financial issues but not outstanding payments, especially for charity. So it's just like you knew something. You knew the money was bad. You knew it's something, right? I guess there is some like plausible deniability here, but I don't know. If you see the ship sinking, you want to know about it, right? Like people are curious if there's something wrong. You're like, well, what is wrong? Like I said, in a relationship plus where your role was of these issues have been ongoing for the past year, as far as I know, since you've been there, Mountain Dew, since sometime 2024. Captain's Justin, I've been here 3.5 weeks. I'm just learning and navigating through this as best I can. God, they just put that person into the fucking fire. That poor fucking person. They're 3.5 weeks having to deal with all this. Being first made aware of financial misuse. I mean, but like, here's a problem though that I want to identify. If Mountain Dew was never actually formally recognized as a leader, how much damage could they do to him legally if he was never actually recognized? That's an interesting thing to think about.
This exchange shows when I first became aware of the issue of unpaid charity funds, as well as what funds the company was operating on. This was infuriating to me, as it revealed financial misuse that had been hidden from me during my tenure at the company, and was revealed after the fact. I have many opinions about the way the company was run over the years,
right,
as well as the decisions that were made by the board. I feel that one day I will share my opinion on the decisions that I believe caused the company to collapse financially, the things I would have changed structurally as the company was run, and some of what I feel was the sheer incompetence of the board.
I mean, that's the right word, sheer incompetence, right? Because again, like, this is a timeline. It doesn't really prove your innocence though, but like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if I'm looking at these messages, it does seem like you're shocked, but anybody can fake that, you know what I mean, chat? I'm just kind of like, I think I just have more questions than answers at this point.
Evidence retained. I have retained supporting documentation, including but not limited to meeting transcripts and notes. Corporate filings that show only the CEO and COO as board members. Various contracts. A statement of information listing only the CEO and COO, with no mention of myself
we've already seen this part.
These materials confirm that I was not a registered director of the company and likely not an officer despite the titles I was given internally.
That's probably true.
I also have former staff and former talent that can corroborate the things that I have made clear in this statement, as well as a multitude of other individuals who can confirm these statements.
It's a problem he admitted he was a founder along with 2 other people. And to mention that he says all this information but releases all here. That's this information so the girls get a hold of him. Yeah, I don't know, Laszlo, but you gotta remember, like, he said he's a founder, right? But it doesn't look like legally he was a founder, right? So it's like, let's say you work a job, Laszlo, and it's like, oh, you're in charge of building beautification, right? That's the same thing as a janitor. But people can give you a very fancy title, right? But what is listed on your paperwork, that's really important. And it doesn't look like or he was under the guise that allegedly that he thought that he was this title, but legally it was never recognized. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, like, I guess he wants to release this to lawyers, but like, why is he holding on to this? You know, that's what's weird about it to me. Like, just release the information, or give it, or say you gave it to a lawyer. Like, you're like, oh, I have all this stuff, but like, where is it? You know?
Closing once again, I would like to emphasize that my role in the company was not as broad as some have suggested. I was never given
He's trying to
access
prove that
to
with
finances,
the
nor was I ever a
documentation.
part of board-level decisions. My responsibility was limited to technology and marketing under the approval of the board. I was made aware that the company needed investments, but
Okay.
not that talent funds were being involved in operations. I'm so grateful for the large amount of support from friends, talent, staff, and community members during this time. I will continue to stand with those who were most impacted and assist however I can. I am still really excited for the things that I have planned coming up, and I hope to show you all soon.
If I had to wrap up this document, chat, this doesn't prove he's innocent. I think what this does is it shows a timeline of events, and that's kind of it. That's kind of it, you know, like, yeah, exactly. Like, your title doesn't always represent what you do in the company as well. Like, oftentimes with smaller companies, right, you can be like, hey, like, I'm in charge of marketing, but that doesn't mean that you might not work in other parts of stuff, you know, like, I think my biggest thing that I pull from this, Reductive, you have to look earlier in the VOD for all that. I think the two things that I pull away from this is, number one, this doesn't really prove you're innocent. It does give us a timeline, but number two, I'm really interested to see if he is actually legally identified as a controlling officer, because if he's not, I think it's going to be really hard, unless there's evidence to back it, that he's going to be fiscally responsible for what happened, or responsible for what happened with the finances. Does that make sense? Because ultimately they're going to look at, well, what happened, right? And the first thing they're going to do is look at the people that are on the top of the list, the COO and stuff, right? So it's like, I don't really feel like this helped him. It really didn't do anything, right? It really didn't do anything. Productive. We looked at Adora's newest tweet. And we basically talked about how she shouldn't have put that up. What do you think of this, chat? What do you think? This was not what I was expecting, because again, you're not addressing the issues of people calling you out for being anti-Semitic, a shitty person, talking shit. Like, I get where you're coming from, and what you're trying to do is prove that you were you were not as well informed as people are suggesting, right? But you didn't really prove that point. The only thing you did was show, hey, my title was not XYZ, which is fine. That's great, but that doesn't prove anything. Like, you can actually, like, still do all that stuff and not have the title. So, I don't know. I don't really take much away from this document. I thought it was going to be a lot better, but sadly, there's not a lot to look at. Let's take a look here at Legal Mindset's video about this, because he talks about the document a little bit, goes into more of the legality, and I think that's really important. So, I mean, he knows he's guilty about being a creep, but it's probably something he thinks he can disprove, maybe. Yeah, it's not even very well written. Like, it doesn't address the big stuff. I want the big stuff, you know, like, where is that? I don't get it. I literally don't get it. Let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look at what Legal had to say about this.
So here we go. This all comes down from a post.
Yeah, I think for him, his prerogative is to take off the blame from the financial part, right? He doesn't want to shoulder that, so he's going to try and do everything possible to get rid of that.
By MTD over here, Mutendo.
Well, that's the problem a little bit, right, Bacterius? Because unfortunately, when you go to court, right, and you're doing bankruptcy and all that stuff, they're going to look at the top officers, right? Now, I do agree. It doesn't mean his actions don't have consequences towards that. But if he was never legally recognized as whatever the title was, it is a little bit harder to hold him accountable unless there's other proof out there. Didn't legally get the title, he can't be held responsible for anything. Could actually file a lawsuit against Vshojo for the stress caused, really based on my limited information, no legality, right? And that's part of the problem, right, Captain? It can be proven that he did stuff wrong, but if he never officially had the title, that's a bit of an issue, right?
Mutendo, right? Who is a former executive C-suite level with Vshojo. And what is glorious about this is this is hit with a community note.
With the community note.
Almost immediately. Now, in this community note reads, Mutendo actively harassed and defamed talents during his time at Vshojo and after. He fails to address this important issue in the document or the fact that he deleted tweets claiming ignorance of their internal issues. So this is a fun one. Here is the
why would you delete those old tweets? You know what I mean, Chad? Like, what was your reason for that? I don't get it. I don't get that. Holy shit, I heard it was a deep voice. I thought it was her for a second. Yeah, voice reveal. I'm actually legal mindset. You caught me. Damn it, guys. Oh, you got me.
The document, the Google Doc.
I'm
My
legal
time at Vshojo.
VTuber.
I'm going to be reading this, and I will stop. I will comment. So he starts with, "Hey all, before we get started, I just want to take the chance to thank all of my friends, former talent, former staff, and other streamers in the industry that I've been in communication with who know myself and my role within the company. You've all been wonderful through this tough time. I also want to thank the many, many people within the community who have been supportive throughout this time and have stood with me while this gets sorted. I've spent the following months.
Yeah, he just kind of like a higher voice, and I have like
in order to
I have the tomboy voice, so I get
clear,
to
concise records of my involvement with the company and provided a small fraction below. Transparency and misrepresentation. There was once a time where I was extremely proud about what I helped build initially. There was a lot of hard work and planning involved, and I took a lot of pride in my role.
What the Alargo? I don't like that word Alargo. Can we never repeat that again?
But now I simply
I don't
feel
like that at all.
misled, disappointed, and betrayed. The fact is that this happened. This had happened at all is troubling to say the least, and I feel deeply sorry for those affected by it. If anyone affected needs testimony, evidence, or other material assistance with actions against Vshojo, I am more than willing to do
I'm gonna stretch a
I may
second.
have documentation records relevant to case. I'm happy
My
to
legs
have.
are.
We need to call him on this. We need to call him on this. Because
My legs are like so like numb. I gotta stretch a second, but I'm still gonna comment on this.
this is not all the information. And he needs to give over. If he really wants to clear his name, drop the documents. Drop all the documents you have. If MTD
That's
wants
exactly
to clear
what we
his
said.
name,
Where
he needs to
is
drop
all of it? Just give it to us all.
Conversations with Gunrun, not the clips. Right now, you can censor out
The
confidential
meeting,
information, so poor people's personal
documentation,
information,
all that
stuff
stuff.
like
He says
it needs to be all out.
We want it all.
That all needs to be dropped.
We want all of it.
I have also considered, saying right here, taking my own shareholder action against a company, which I won't rule out. Well, there you go. I have also have to consider action against those that have engaged in defamation, although I'm hopefully they can resolve it privately. And then this is good. This is good. I think that you should reach out. And if you feel like somebody is defaming you, this is actually smart. So I'm going to give him some credit on this. If you feel like somebody is defaming you, you should reach out to them and you should try to resolve it amicably because defamation lawsuits are difficult.
I mean, I feel like his hold on a second. Let me pull my chair back up. I feel like all this document would have been a lot stronger had he shown the receipts. The only receipts he actually showed, chat, were for his title, but that doesn't prove you're innocent, right? You should show the meeting, transcripts, everything that you mentioned there at the end. Let me get it all, you know? If you really want to show that you're innocent, but I think there's a reason he's not showing that.
Difficult and they're hard.
I didn't abuse my chair. What are you talking about?
I was never made aware that
I'm
company
taking care of my
talents were
chair.
intermingled with the company's operating expenses. You know why he
I just
underlined
needed
this,
to
guys?
stretch.
You know why he underlined this? This is a legal conclusion that would lead to the piercing of the corporate veil and his personal liability. So, whether it's true or not, he said that because that was this is a legal statement. I'm not even sure if he knows it's a legal statement. Any budget that was used for marketing was
I
a
mean, we'll see,
direct
Wolf.
result
We
of
don't
the,
really know
hold
yet.
on. Okay, he still hasn't. He didn't do this right. He didn't explain what his position was.
I was gonna say, like, bro, I take care of my chair, and I'm very thankful for my chair, what you guys got for me. So thank you so much, because I will tell you, I was in a lot of pain on my old chair, so this one's so much more comfy. So, you know what I've been thinking about, chat? Speaking of like voice, I've been thinking about talking about with my microphone, just like right here, like all up in my mouth, like the entire time, and I can just talk like this the whole stream. What do you think about that, chat? I'll just talk like this the entire stream, just really fucking close to the microphone. We'll have like Alaris Samar. Elara Samar. Yeah, Elara Samar. What do you think about that, chat? And then when I yell, it'll just be really close. Elara Samar. Hot? No, bro. No, bro. I don't think so. I'm not an ASMR person. I think I yelled too much. This is why I keep my microphone like right here, because if I was right here, it'd be way too much. I yelled too much. Okay, wait, I'm gonna yell. Hold on. Yeah, if I get really close and then I yell like this. Oh no, that's too much. Oh my god, that's oh, that's too much. I'm like eating the microphone, like
Because let's go down. He screwed this up.
Elias screams
So
in your
he
ears
says
for
he had
5
two
minutes.
titles here of CTO
Crazy
and
Deer Elf screams
CMO.
in your ears for 5
Okay, so
minutes.
Chief Technology Officer and Chief Marketing Officer. So when he says here about any budget used for marketing was a direct result of being asked for an amount and either being approved or denied. I had extremely limited financial access, only small marketing approvals, never broader accounts or operations. I have evidence of this from third parties that I work for with marketing media, and that's fine. He's going to be deposed on this. I've never had access to bank accounts nor was made aware in meetings about the way the finances are being made. Well, I guess he had a charge card or something. So this is interesting. So
I mean, okay. So for my old job, right, when I wanted to get something approved, I had to get it approved, right? I had to check with somebody before I used my charge card. However, for my charge card, I was allowed every month. I was allowed $10,000 on expenses, right? And that was like stuff to pay for our rental cars if we had like special trips to make, maybe snacks for my employees, stuff like that, right? So it kind of just depends. Everybody has a different budget, but he probably was having to look for approval on a lot of stuff, especially if it's a big like marketing thing. What's up, Ella? How are you?
how would I guess he
probably
would
true.
just chart? He would just get an invoice and pass it along to get paid. But usually,
I mean, that's not always the way it is.
typically,
Yes, I was tuxedo.
typically, the marketing director or this chief marketing officer would have like a charge card or some way to get stuff to pay for stuff. So he probably had some way to pay, but he may.
I'm sure he had like a charge card, maybe, but it still doesn't matter. It's a very minor detail.
Not have had access to like how much money was in the bank account. Sure.
He
What I've
probably
been
had a
made aware
budget.
of is that the company was running out of money and needed another round of investment to continue operations, so they were operating on loans. As far as my understanding, the only individuals who had access to company bank accounts were the CEO, the COO, and the finance department, as far as he knows. And that might be true. But what this means is the entire finance department, the COO, and
But you quit big management and big corpo to do this? Yeah, so, well, I wouldn't say big corpo, but I worked for, well, now I can say this very safely. I used to be very close-lipped about it, but, so I used to work for a video editing company that actually worked directly with a lot of esports companies and Twitch. So we would do like promotional edits for Twitch, literally, like sometimes, but my community has been so amazing. I have been full-time for almost 2.5 years now. Almost 2.5 years now. I've been full-time, so I'm very, very grateful to my amazing community. Thank you guys so much. And Cranberry, speaking of, thank you for 6 months as well.
the CEO are on the line. So yes, it's not just gun.
But why does my charge card for Vshojo keep getting declined?
It's not just gun running.
Bro,
but
that's
at a
so wrong.
minimum,
That's so
it's
wrong.
the COO and probably the entire finance department, if not at least the head. Okay, let's continue down. So,
My Vshojo chat keeps getting bounced.
So, I oftentimes will say C-suite level. So, C-suite level. What that means is you are a chief. Typically, in a corporation,
it feels like to me though, he wasn't actually treated as a chief though. Give me one YouTube solid, JJ. Sure. Gift me 500 subs right now, and I got you.
At that level,
That's what I thought.
Everybody talks to each other about stuff. Now, are there exceptions?
I don't think they really involved him that
but
much.
The default is that these people.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I didn't really pay attention to Mountain Dew. I don't know how much involvement he actually had, chat. I really have no idea. As far as like forward facing.
And typically there's gossip that will get around or word that will get around, etc. So the thing is, if he was at the C-suite level, it's hard to believe he really didn't really know anything or have a feeling that something was going to happen. Now, maybe he didn't know all the details, maybe, but at that level, it's hard not to know.
I mean, I think it's a fair point, right? I think we would agree that he at least knew the situation was not good, and that's probably why he wanted out.
It's hard not to know.
That'd be my guess.
C-suite. I mean, the CEO, the CTO, and CMO. He was not the CEO, to be fair. And I have never said.
I think, unfortunately, chat, a lot of people are going to want to point the blame at him. And I feel like he has a little bit of plausible deniability. Like, at least, like, just the tiniest bit. I think he actually does. But this could all be proven wrong. We'll see.
He was the CEO. Right. The change in position was due to an internal
actually,
pivot in which the directors of the company assigned the
it
role
doesn't
of
excuse him
CTO
from all the
to
other
another
shitty
staff
stuff.
member, and subsequently assigned myself to CMO.
Like, he's guilty of something at least, right?
It's not entirely clear if these titles were legally or formally recognized. They don't really have to be. They weren't publicly traded, so that you really don't need to acknowledge who your CTO is. You do need to acknowledge your board of directors, but that's a separate body. And by the way, your officers don't need to be the only people sitting on the board of directors. You can actually get outside people to sit on your board of directors.
Okay, so that's actually a really good point to know then.
Okay. In terms of a seniority, I was not on the board of directors despite assisting launch company. I can believe this. Because this is going to be easy to find if it's a lie. So I assume he's not on the board. That's probably true. I also note at this time, the entire company was remote and no in-person office. So what he's trying to say is there was no water cooler talk. From the start, I felt as I was unfairly sidelined in terms of my role and influence. Any criticisms I always held felt like they fell on deaf ears. And as time went, the staff expanded.
He's just like, man, they didn't do any money.
Quit. This is not anything that, if you feel sidelined, you should quit, or you should speak up, or you should do something about it. That's your power in a company. If you don't like it, quit. Right?
Yep.
My role in the company, more or less, began to feel like.
I don't know how many times I've wanted to say this. When people get upset and they're like, "Oh, I hate it," I'm like, "Well, then quit." Like, you don't have to be there, guys. Like, I know you need money and like you got to work a job, but there's always a better opportunity every single time.
Employee that just did marketing other tasks when needed, as opposed to somebody who assisted in getting everything off the ground. That's not.
I mean,
good.
again, doesn't
That's
explain his creeping, right?
I feel as if there was not a lot of honesty and transparency about certain happenings within the company, and now I believe that some things I was told were not true. Things such as information about talent's behaviors and reasons for their departures was information that's being presented to me by the founders. So Gunrun and I guess Daniel. This directly influenced my beliefs and feelings about the talent, and I now believe, based on the findings, the information presented to me was untrue. Okay, well, there's a lot of proof that you had back in July that this was untrue. So once again, I do think he's being very favorable to himself here. However,
when my job is on.
Despite the fact he's being very favorable to him.
I mean, he did know about that one situation, but I think his whole point is, again, I didn't know about the charity intermingling, right? That's his big point. What's up, Tech? How are you? Lizard.
There are many projects and pivots that I learned only after they were in motion or were approved by the board. Things such as a pivot to a social media style website service and a full company merger. Both of which I opposed, are among the few examples where I've notified subsequently to the work beginning. There were times when I was asked to sign documents without adequate time to get them reviewed by an attorney and told they could potentially lead to my removal from the company.
Guys, I'm going to tell you really quickly, if somebody wants you to sign something really, really quickly without letting you review it, you tell them, I'm not signing this until somebody looks at it. Period. Do not let anybody force you to sign something that you're not comfortable with without having a professional look at it.
I was told that it was needed for the
Please,
success of the
please, for
company
your own
with minimal
protection.
and insufficient details.
Please.
An example being the aforementioned merger above. In the final years of the company, I didn't directly speak to the CEO in a one-on-one capacity, only the COO weekly. This was likely due to the fact that I would be extremely critical about decisions made at the company and lack thereof scaling in ways that I believe made sense. The CEO had a habit of putting other staff in front of him when
Yeah,
faced
that's
with
a huge red
diversity.
flag. That's like Ninja Sanji being like, sign it, sign it, sign it, sign it, sign it, sign the contract. Yes, your soul is mine. Literally Ninja Sanji.
People do, right? Dismissal and aftermath. Here we go. On May 1st, I was called to a Sunday meeting with members of the board, and where I was informed that my alleged position of CMO was being removed from the company.
Absolutely, Camellia. We talked about that, or when Anders and Babe were talking about that, they wanted a lawyer, and Vshojo tried to dismiss them from that. That's a huge red flag.
Measure. Well, that's smart, but it's too late, right? By then, they already owed money. So here's the problem: they should have cut staff a long time ago. And I'll actually
we already know that.
Don't have too much video, so we'll free the ears. But they should have cut that cost a long time ago. Back in
and stop bringing on more talents, like all of the beasties, right? That whole fucking wave of talents. Why did you attempt to bring them on? Like, you bunch of idiots.
December, back in
it's
January,
crazy to me.
You know, back before, they should have freed those people up and let them go, and then got those resources back. So from May 15, 2025, all of my access to company email was revoked. That's normal. That's standard. And I deported every server, Slack, and company-related software to move it on to a personal endeavor. Okay. So now in July, he was reaching out to them as he's working on his non-VTuber project. So here's some contact in July where he was legitimately not at the company. And here,
I mean, just again, the way that he insinuates, like, oh, something bad's gonna happen. Like, it's just hard for me to believe that he didn't know it was coming.
From what I know from another, that by trying to bring in more talents, they were hoping to pay for other talents and so on. Basically, a vicious cycle that wasn't going to work.
It's so a lot of VTuber agencies have kind of fallen into this, Cecil, but it's always the same outcome, right? You try to get more talents to make more money, but it never works that way. It's like traffic, right? Like on the roads trying to build more lanes. It never fucking works. And I don't understand why people do it. It's a pyramid scheme.
Some really damning responses from Mutendo. Mutendo says, hey, brother, I have a little bit of a request from you. I have a very large forward-facing thing I'm working on this month that is slated for late July, early August. Can you keep me up to date on
Gunrun was stupid. Gunrun's an idiot. Like,
that may be happening.
He's actually an idiot.
Around the time.
He has no business sense. I'll be honest, Real John, and I say this with all sincerity. I could have run Vshojo 5 billion times better than him. Put me in charge, I would have fixed it. Like, that's... He took the simplest thing in the world and ruined it.
Whether good or bad, company dissolution, new members joining, members leaving, company sale, need to have all that ready in case you need to move things around at the time. Okay. Here's my biggest what WTF for Mutendo personally. Listen, bro.
CEO Elara, bro, I would love a CEO outfit. That'd be sick.
Why or how did you know to ask about this?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I don't know, bro. This is the sussy part for me.
Was it because people told you?
I think all of chat could run it. Bro, dare I say, I think Ninja Sanji could have run better than Gunrun. At least Ninja Sanji is still running.
You had an inkling of what was happening. If in that month, Mutendo is asking,
they're still running, chat.
Is asking people at Vshojo. And he said he left every company, company group chat, everything else. That means he had information to know there was something going down. Right? You don't ask a very specific question about this
Yeah, I
unless
agree with legal
you
on
had
that.
some sort of idea. That
I mean, and again, even if he had an idea, that may not be him knowing exactly.
Actually,
It might
I
just be
think
he knew
all
the
of
ship was
life is the
sinking.
only one that's going
You know?
to end up probably being the type that's going to be around a lot longer. They're running a little different on the English side at the very least.
that came from somewhere. He didn't just magically say this. You don't just magically say company
Do y'all agree with that,
dissolution,
chat?
like randomly, like, oh, hey, buddy, is your company dissolving?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I was told
I mean,
to check in after
I think
Anime
he knew
Expo.
the
So
ship
why
was
didn't he
sinking,
show
at
me that?
least,
So here's the
minimally.
thing. Why not show the whole conversation? If Gunrun told him that, I want to see the rest of this. This is my questions for MTD. I would still check in. Well, where does it say? Show us that. Show us the Carfax on that. What's so secret there? And I was redirected to a staff member that was allegedly hired after my release. I've censored their name as they were a new hire.
I mean, this just, we want the receipts, bro. Give us the receipts. Like, that's what I really wanted here.
In typical fashion, someone was put between myself and the CEO for communication when clearly tell me what potentially was going on. This is the final time I had contact with the CEO. Okay, guys.
Which was just a pass off.
Pay attention. Some legal stuff is happening here. Hey, MTD, connecting you with somebody. We're going to call him the Doo here. We're going to call him Doo because, that's probably his name. With Doo. He's been taking
that's
over
wrong, bro.
more,
That's
for
wrong.
more VSJ
That's
leadership
mean.
things and can keep you better up to speed.
We're going to call him
So
Doo-Doo.
obviously this Doo
That's
guy
fucked up.
is going to be
He's only been there
culpable here.
3.5 weeks, bro.
Because this is called
He's only been there 3.5 weeks. Leave him alone.
principal agent
That's so
theory.
mean.
So Gunrun designated Doo to do
Poor
this
Doo-Doo.
work.
Can we get an F in the chat
now
for
we have
Doo-Doo?
clearly
Poor guy.
bulletproof 2 people that are on the hook here, and probably 3 because Sanders is on the hook. So Daniel Sanders, Justin Ignacio,
Colonel
Gunrun, and now
Sanders.
Doo-Doo, whatever his real name is. And obviously his real name's going to come out. His information is going to come out. He's on the line here because he's an agent for Gunrun, who's the CEO at the head of the company. The CEO is always liable. But if
I feel like Gunrun, though, he did explain that he didn't know what was going on. So there is a bit for him to be like, yeah, I just was kind of executing what Gunrun told me to, but he's only doing 3.5 weeks. Like, how much you really expect him to know after that much time?
If you're told to do something and you do it, you're on the hook for that. So he's going to be
depending what
deposed.
it is, but yeah.
And his identity is very important. And I know Mutendo wanted to keep that secret,
I
but I'm
only
telling
have
him right
one
now,
eye and I can
this
still
will not
see
be kept
bullshit.
secret. That name is going to get out there. We're
Thanks,
going to
Darth.
find
I
out who this
appreciate it.
person is. And regardless of them being a new hire, they are liable for what they were executing, right? If the Emperor told them to do it, they're on the line, right? Darth Vader is liable for following the orders of the Emperor, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's very true. I mean, Noctis, it's not like Mountain Dew is innocent, right? The question is how much blame is put on him, right? Is it more of a shoulder of financial responsibility and personal responsibility, or is it just personal? Darth mentioned. You know what I mean? Like, we already know he's a shitty person and has done really horrible things, like, personally. Now we just want to know about the financial portion, which is why we're talking about this today.
So Mutendo says, so once again, this dude guy's on the hook. Hey there. So just doing a check-in if there's going to be any upcoming negative news or like,
how do you know that, bro?
over the next 30 or so days, so I can prepare in advance as I look to launch a new public-facing project. Why is he specifically asking? Once again,
that's my question too.
He's now asked twice. The first time he tried to be vague and say, "Oh, it could be good or bad."
Most of it is definitely
now
going to be about personal and legal
asking,
battle.
I think so,
is there
too.
negative news? He knew. This man knew. Now he may have had rumors come to him. He had people tell him after, but at
I
this
think he knew
point,
the
he
ship
knew.
was sinking at least, right?
Right.
The holes were in the mast or whatever. I don't fucking know.
The
The holes are in the bottom of the ship.
Is a cult. Now he may not have known while he was working there, but at this point he knew. So he needs to kind of come out and be like, "All right, yeah, the talent told me." So here's what he said. I'd say,
yeah, I would say it's safe to say, Wire, that Legal Mindset is covering anything and everything that has to do with Vshojo. And trust me too, You know, I've been keeping up with it as well, but I always like to go to him when there's, especially in a document like this that has legality in it, for him to kind of break it down. I think it's important.
The answer is yes.
No, it's Baja
One way
Blast.
or another,
Because he's Baja
there's gonna
blasting
be
out of
some
here.
Publicly, some negative stuff publicly. I can't say what. Here is a bombshell. You can now connect the dots between Gun Run and Doodoo. So everything he is saying is as
You
if
know,
it
there was
comes
something
out
going
the,
on
the mouth of
back
Gun Run.
July
He
15th.
cannot pass the buck here. He tried to pass the buck saying he's been taking over VSJ leadership, but you can't hand over the CEO role without designating another CEO. So Gun Run is trying to be slick here, but Gun Run is not escaping the fact that they knew this was coming. And here
Apparently,
we go.
according to that July 15th
Mouse
message,
just posted a thing without any advance notice. So
we don't know if it was more like financial or if they're talking about the charity stuff.
So trying to say that they wanted to control Mouse. This is a huge snitch, guys. This is massive. Well aware for the large amounts of DMs and texts I'm getting. Sad day. No, it's not a sad day. It's a shameful day. Because she did that because you guys lied and cheated and stole for years.
It's true. I mean, I don't know this guy's blame yet, so I don't want to say anything towards him.
Can I get some context here, as this is the first thing I'm hearing? This is why this is in my thumbnail. This statement here is damning. Vshojo owes a lot of money to talents.
But, I mean, like, they flat out admit it, right, chat?
I don't know when you were involved with the company, but it's been an ongoing known issue for a year, and the charity payment is related. You probably have more context than me, I suspect, but I'm also not sure where your relationship was with the company and when. Vshojo ran out of money some time ago and has been operating with what was supposed to be talent money, hence causing the current situation.
So they admit it, like straight up, like this guy here, he just admits it. Once again, maybe he was brought in as like a financial advisor and was just like, hey, like, you know, call it as it is. I don't know this guy's blame yet. It's really hard for me to say. I think for most people, they're going to be like, I don't know what to say about it, right?
So they are admitting.
Yeah, I mean, they admit it, right?
In 4D, the agent of Gun Run, which is as if Gun Run is speaking. This is like, if you think about Catholicism, like the Pope speaking on behalf of God or whatever, right? Not to get too religious on you, right? Whatever.
This is God saying Vshojo's bankrupt.
You know, somebody who's speaking, who's a designated agent, the speaker for another person, right? It is treated legally like this is Gun Run.
God Run.
Because Gun Run is delegated.
You can't run
agent.
from
This is the agent. This is Gun Run saying this effectively, legally. It's the confession.
Yeah, we know Gun Run is
I
cooked, bro.
called
Like
this
he's super
the
cooked.
confession. This is the confession that they knew. I was never made aware of this being an issue from both the CEO and COO. I was aware there were financial issues, but not outstanding payment, especially for charity. Excuse me. Like I said, I don't know what your relationship is or was or what your role was. They definitely knew what they were doing. They could ask people, they could ask, they know what's going on there. That's a lie. But these issues have been ongoing for most of the past year, as far as I know, since sometime 2024. You'll just have to ask Justin. I've been here 3.5 weeks, so I'm just learning and navigating through this as best I can.
This guy sounds, at least to me, he's like a counselor of some sort, right? So I don't know if he was brought in during last minute to kind of like navigate the closing down. I don't know, right? But they do admit the part about the charity, which is really fucked up. But like, I don't know what his role was exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, they admit it.
That's definitely.
They admit that they did this, you know.
But he's responsible, even if he's left with the bag of turd, right? So this guy, Doodoo, I feel bad for him because he essentially is a guy who's going to be roped into a whole bunch of stuff. Yep. And I bet you he was not paid enough to deal with this.
Oh, absolutely
I bet
not.
You he was not paid enough. And what I would do if I was Doodoo,
you're up.
I would turn on Gun Run right now. That's the person that people need to pinch and leverage right now. Lawyers for Iron Mouse, lawyers out there for the talent.
How can you turn on Gun Run when he ran? You know,
Get
like
this guy. He's the weak link.
how do you run on somebody that
because
isn't
he
there?
knows the dirty
Like,
laundry, and he probably was screwed over, and he was not paid enough money to deal with this.
that's what I'm saying. He was some kind of like consultant or something, right? Chad, the way he talks, it's just really like, yeah, this is what's going on.
Guy was not paid
Like,
enough.
who's gonna just say that?
So this guy could turn around and whistleblow on a lot of this stuff. Gun Run chose him as a fall guy, yeah. So he needs to come forward. He needs to come out. But this is a confession, guys. And it's as if it came from the CEO. This exchange shows when I first became aware of unpaid payments. So once again, obviously, Mutendo
We're
is gonna
gonna
say he didn't know. And
find
you know
you.
what? I'm gonna
We're
give him the benefit
gonna
of the doubt.
find
He didn't know
you.
the ins and outs, the exact finances, but he may have known the overall situation. Evidence retained. I have retained supporting documentation, including but not limited to meeting transcripts and notes, corporate filings that show only the CEO
I wonder where
and
he
board,
is, though.
various
Like, where
contracts, a
is
statement
he?
of information listing only the CEO and COO.
I guess he's
with
just
no
biding his
transcripts. I would
time.
like to see the contracts,
So they call him in.
and
Yep.
I would like to see the meeting
I agree.
transcripts.
I really want the meeting transcripts. That's a big one.
So if he wants to, if Mutendo,
Really, really big one.
Mutendo, if you want to upload the transcripts and the contracts, your boy will take a look. Your boy will take the look. Okay? I'm happy to look at that.
He's probably in, like,
if you really are
Cancun or
anti-gun
something.
run, you're not going to give a damn about them threatening you with NDA or anything else.
What's up, Mooney?
You're
How
gonna
are
take
you?
it to the paint, drop the contracts. Let me take a look. Let's all take a look. Let's get some sunshine on this case. Let's go through this, and we may be able to work out some things together.
I mean, I think that's a big thing, right, chat, is if he really does have a deniability about the financial portion of it, he should have no qualm with dropping everything. He just drop it all, dude. Like, let us see everything and know what's going on. So, chat, I only have one question for you. Do you think that Mountain Dew is guilty financially? We already know he's guilty morally, right? But is he guilty on the financial part? What do you think? What are your thoughts, chat? Do you think he is guilty? So you think he had access to the bank accounts and he knew what was going on? He's the CEO. He's not the CEO. I think so. Probably guilty. I definitely. You know, my opinion is kind of different. I think he knew a lot more than he let on, but I don't think he had access to the bank accounts, right? I think that, like, in a way, he didn't exactly know everything, but he knew a lot more than he let on. You know, I think he knew a lot more than he let on, at minimum. At minimum. So, interesting for sure. Interesting for sure. Well, I will keep you up to date on what's going on with Vshojo in the next few days, because I'm sure we're going to get more about this situation, chat. Very, very crazy. Very, very crazy. He knew a lot of what was going on, regardless of his title, right? You just wonder, you know, you wonder how much he actually had access to. So maybe he's a liar. I mean, we already know he's a horrible person, right? Like, morally, right? So can we really trust what he's saying here financially? I mean, my inclination would be no, but time will tell. We'll see. I got one more thing I want to talk to you guys about, and that is Wactor. That is right, guys. Wactor is, well, they're whack. In case you don't know who Wactor is, they're a notorious black VTuber company. A lot of people already know all about Wactor, but I'm going to go here to our wonderful friend Rima, who gave us a really good kind of breakdown of what has happened in the past with Wactor. So Wactor, Japanese YouTuber agency, known for its very shady past, won 4 separate lawsuits against former talents, 2 Japanese, 1 Spanish, 1 Paraguayan, over serious contract breaches. The court ordered 10 million, aka 68,000 USD dollars, in damages paid to Wactor. Breakdown of the cases are right here. You know, DR, give it to us. Oh, so what's up, cutie? But they won, chat. I mean, they are going to get paid out. Wactor's going to get paid out.
Male, did lawsuit loss while soliciting investors. JP female, false sexual harassment claim against a Wactor staff member dismissed. S female, lost in Spanish court, and her judgment permits her assets can be seized.
That's
Pi
crazy.
female, Wactor won despite fan death threats to lawyers. She may now face visa/tax scrutiny in Japan. Wactor claims this is just
Jesus.
the beginning. With verdicts in hand, they're preparing more lawsuits against former members for breach or defamation and plan to publicly reveal further violations soon. Things are heating up.
Holy shit, chat. So, essentially, Wactor won their court cases against these talents, right? And now because they got momentum and they won, they're getting money back. They're like, all right, we're going after everybody now. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Let's read the comments. Yikes, I hate it. Damn, I'm surprised they won any lawsuits. Unfortunately, lawsuits can be very stressful towards individuals and they'll act on ways that are unfavorable towards the court's views. I mean, unfortunately, guys, sometimes the innocent still lose in court. You know? It can happen. So here is the post made by Wactor here, talking about how they won, and all the damages that they were seeking out, and talking about how they, of course, won the court case here. It has been reported that the defendant has concealed the fact that he lost the case and is appearing on a YouTube program to solicit investment from investors. We plan to report this to relevant parties. So, again, kind of like what Rima said. I want to see what everybody says. Top comment. Yeah, they're literally gloating and like, we're going to come after you guys too. But you're going above and beyond this show. Need to Sanji Vshojo, the real final boss of Black Corpus is. For the contract violations, probably slander. Yeah, we already talked about that with Rima. Wactor's coming back to reclaim the title of blackest company in the VTuber industry. 68K to be given to Wactor by their exploited third world teenage non-employees. I mean, you gotta remember, guys, the stuff that Wactor did was really fucked up. So for them to win this court case is definitely a loss overall for like rights as a VTuber in a corpo. It hurts. It hurts for sure, chat. It really does hurt. This is like I don't know, like Batman fighting the Joker, and the Joker trips and falls and sues Batman for like, I don't know, like negligent workspace, and Joker wins. Like, it's the villain won in court today, you know? It's not the outcome that you want to see. And especially if they're going to be going after more people, that sucks. That hyper sucks, actually. That's really, really bad. And again, we don't know the circumstances. I know that in different countries, you know, defamation, things like that are treated very differently. Yeah, I mean, remember, this company docks some of their talents, chat. So for them to lose is just a day lost at court for sure. It is certainly not justice for the innocent, but unfortunately, maybe some of the circumstances in different countries lead to a point where they were not able to win because of the circumstances of whatever the laws are in that country, right? So, really, really sucks. Especially, like, you know, could be somebody sexually harassed and it was dismissed. I mean, that's a pretty big claim to allege, right? And so if it is true and was dismissed, that definitely is a failure of the court system. So, really, really sad. Again, this is a day of the villains winning this one. Thank you for the follow, Vinny and Jess. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, not a good day for those victims, unfortunately, chat. I hope that we'll see a turnaround maybe later, but unfortunately right now, guys, just yeah, they're not winning that one. Very unfortunate to hear. I, for one, have never harassed a what? What do you even have to say that, bro? What do you mean? Of course you never harassed me. I swear, you would not be here if you harassed me. That's for sure. What the fuck? All right, my loves. I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you so much for an amazing news segment as always. You are incredibly mature when you talk about this. I appreciate you all so much for being kind, being understanding, and being respectful and adults when we talk about these situations. I hope that you all have an incredible rest of your day. Tomorrow, guys, we will be doing or not I laugh, lose. Oh my god. Meme reacts, and we might see that timer at 0. Somebody might win that $1,000 tomorrow, chat. We'll see. We'll see, chat. We only got 4.5 hours left, so it might be the final subathon day. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna be a crazy one. All right, loves. I will see you all tomorrow. I will react to Markiplier, Death Battles. We gotta do the Ruby ones. I think we're gonna do some more Smitty as well. So I got you guys. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Again, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day. I am totally stalling to let the raid timer time out. Bye, YouTube. I'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Bye, Twitter as always.